welcome to the show. Wasn't convinced the microphone was on, so it didn't seem worthwhile saying welcome until I realised the microphone was on. And then it turned out the microphone was on, so it just sort of stalled out in the middle of that. Anyway, we can get straight down to Potion Craft, I believe, because not only is it on my list of quick access things, because I played it last week, it is also, should also automatically come up, although that is never a guarantee. We shall see. Will you appear? It's difficult to know. It might do in a mo. That is short for moment, but I think you knew that. It is fine, let's see. It's taking a while to load. However, it does warn that the game is loading. It may take a while, so I guess we'll just leave it doings. Although it is doing the old... oh no, the cursor's gone. I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad sign. I hope... Oh, there we go. Then a slight issue. Hey, there we go. I had slight concerns that it was in fact going to fuck up. Right, so we've got a substantial mapping of doings, but first things first, I suspect, is let's invite a customer in. Hello, I see you recently opened. I'm also an alchemist, but I'm just passing through town.
Hello there.
General Blue Boosh, you require a potion to make your paint thinner. What do you recommend? Either unicorn tears, or if you're working with black, stick a bit of known oil in it, because then you'll get black. And you can't get better than a blacker. Black's the one to trust. But yes, apparently if you thin with known oil when you're using black, you don't lose any colour, because you're thinning black with black. It's very clever. I imagine that works with any other as well, because I mean I've got a whole host of different washes available to me. Reds, blues, purples, I think. So I could theoretically do the same with those as well, and not lose any colour from them. In fact, it's not my idea. I grabbed it from the tutorial I watched ages ago when doing crackling lava textures. What they did was they put the Martian iron crust, or iron earth, I think there's the one. They both exist, but I think it's iron earth they use. And what you do is you slather that on, let it dry a bit, and then you start sort of dabbling on black paint thinned with known oil, and that gets you your black sort of crackle. It's quite good. Is that like making powdered milk with real milk for double milk? Exactly. Double milky goodness. Now that just sounds like a euphemism. Hello, I'm after your double milky goodness. Yes, come in. This is exactly what this parlour caters for. A Milky Bar Kid. Good God. Do they still actually use a Milky Bar Kid? I don't think they do, but I might be mistaken. They may have brought him back. And yes, also hello to you as well. And of course...
Fuck me!
No.
Hello there.
Fuck me, hello there. I'm afraid no. It was very much early that time. But, welcome, both of you. How are you doing and what are you up to this afternoon? I'm going to be fiddling with this wizard and giving him some kind of potion, perhaps. Well, actually, no, it looks like he's selling me enchanted paper, which makes me almost think of magic beans, but we'll see. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he's not a dick. Oddly enough, there's usually a reasonable... Towards the beginning of a stream, the delay is less than towards the end of the stream, I think. I think it's where you start dropping frames throughout a prolonged period. So you start getting, more and more delay. But I cannot say that with any real certainty. I'm collecting some ingredients and selling alchemy equipment, so I decided to drop in. I'm running light right now and only have enchanted paper with me. But if you need to expand your recipe book, you can buy a couple of sheets. Enchanted paper. The sheets in the recipe book. Oh. Firing sincerity cannon indeed. Here we go. Moonstone cannon. Fire. Wibbly thank you. Wait for it, wait for it. It's the wibbly thank you. Thank you very much. I do very much appreciate the subscription. It is grand beyond comparison. That's all I've got on that one, I'm afraid. There was no more. It's grand, and I appreciate it very much so. Would you like more community in your life? You're already a part of the community. You are already a member of the Citadel of Drakeford. The sheets in this recipe book are made of special enchanted paper. The enchantment slows down the paper's aging and allows you to edit existing recipes. You can even completely erase an old recipe and write a new one instead. I think you can do that with ordinary paper. I'm assuming it gets rid of it completely, like a proper Etch-a-Sketch. Shaking an Etch-a-Sketch, it'll get rid of the recipe entirely. In addition, sheets of enchanted paper can be conveniently bound into the recipe book. Again, normal paper does this. Yeah? The only part that suggests magical is the slowing of the aging process. The rest of that, very much something you could do with normal paper. But it's fine, sir. I'll believe you when you say it is magical paper. Now, the unfortunate thing is apparently I have not got the funds for your magical paper, which is a real bastard, because I would like some. But maybe, okay, I need 180. Oh god, I need several bajillion bits more, which is problematic because I don't have several bajillion bits more. The highest I could get you there. Oh, we could do some haggling. But I will need to do a proper job of haggling him down, I think, because otherwise I simply do not have the funds. Oh, here we go. Boof! Yeah! Haggled, baby. Haggled. I only have 2 coins left, but nonetheless. Haggled, baby. I'm a haggling baby. So there we go. Yeah, I have 1 more slot. Oh, also, I don't think you were here last week, Mr. Can't Sleep Must Paint, but your presence has been noted once more with the Can't Sleep Must Potion. If you can't sleep, then take them. So yes, you had a potion named after you. So your presence was felt despite not being fully here, being in a caravan. You were in a caravan. You were a caravaneer. Greetings. I had a brilliant idea yesterday to brew a beer that warms your bones, even on the coldest days. People would pay a pretty penny for it in the northern provinces. The recipe is almost ready, but for the beer to always be warm, I need something like liquid fire. Well, fuck it. What else do you add to your beer? Actually, the recipe for my beer is a big secret. All I can say is I add 5 types of fiery pepper to this one. Actually, my garden should be refreshed, which means, yes, I may actually be able to cook him up a fiery potion, because I can now go that way. Do we have a fiery potion on hand? No, we don't. So I think I will actually have to brew one. I don't drink, but warm beer sounds icky. Apparently you don't British either, because warm beer is proper Brits. That's how we used to have our beer, I believe, traditionally, and to a certain extent nowadays as well, but more so in the traditional sense. It was always all about warm beer. It's all about that warm beer, all about the warm beer. But yeah, I must admit, I've never particularly been one for warm beer, nor have I been particularly one for beer in general. I am far more of a sort of cider man, if ever I'm going to have any kind of a drinks. And now let's stir my ever-loving shitty potion. Now, it's a very different potion if you have an ever-loving shitty potion. Do I want to make it really super fancy by putting a little bit of something extra in? No, I think you're just going to have a bog standard weak fire potion. So let's... Whoop! Oh, hello. Okay, that's not quite... I didn't know you did that. How fascinating. Am I able to change its name? No, I'm not. But I didn't realise that if you click on the bottle... Although, interesting. No? Yeah, it's weird. It seems to have finished the potion just by clicking on bottle. But I wasn't 100% expecting that. So, I don't know whether that means... Okay, no, it's just sort of there now. Can we... Oh, no. Can I... No. Can I pop it in there? Good. It is now officially in my inventory. And that's what he wants. He wants a fire potion, doesn't he? Oh, sorry, I have to go back so I can pop it on the scale. I suppose we're looking to try and reach popularity, which makes me think I want to sell without haggling, because that was the point. So, please help. My son was playing with friends in the forest and twisted his ankle jumping from a tree. Please help my little boy's leg. I don't think I own a saw. Sorry. No, I won't force a saw onto you. But, yeah, go on, just a bog standard. Here's what ails you. It ails what ails you. And whatever ails you, needs healing. Sell it for 12. There you go, off you pop. Children who wander into the forest to play by the lake have started going missing of late. The villagers are certain it's a merman. I've been asked to deal with the beast. I need to reinforce my sword to defeat this scum. I heard mermen flee at the sound of thunder. Well, aren't you lucky? I happen to have a potion of lightning, mana, and bounce. Would you enjoy that? It's a little bit much, but it's fine. I'll let you have the triple threat. You can be a bouncy lightning boy. Who else do you sell herbs to? A lot of people. Actually, I think I made her a sexy elf. I mean, in fairness, she does look quite like a sexy elf, so I didn't make her into a sexy elf. She's done that herself. A lot of people need herbs in this town. Some use them as seasoning, others for medicinal purposes, and the brewer is often using them to brew new kinds of beer. And yes, that was about as sexy as the voice got on this occasion. An ice fruit fireball XL5. A fuzzy pod. Oh, we'll have a fuzzy pod because you've got fuzzy pods are cheap at the moment. These I don't recognise, but yeah, gotten expensive. Gonna do a little haggling with you. Have you seen the weather? It's very much sausage weather. Women like sausages. Weather like sausages. Yeah, I got a little bit off there. A little bit off. A hairy banana. You might want to get that scene too. No, I'm sure it's fine. It's a boomerang as well. A banana-rang. Have you seen my banana-rang? Here, hi there. He was heading to my unit's rendezvous point when I saw your shop. I thought I'd stop in and buy a potion for our battle mage. He's been complaining recently that his magical powers have waned. I heard there was a potion that helps mages to recover. Do you have one to offer? I think I'll have to build one. And yes, the stream sun and the stream diddy. You eat my diddy? That's an old thing. I think I have explained it in the past. It's slightly peculiar. I'll tell you what, let's go op first. But I can explain it. There was a TV programme several years ago, many years ago in fairness, that was... it was an American one, and it was sort of almost Invasion of the Body Snatchers type thing. But they were sort of like fish people from under the lake. Which is why, if you happen to know the actor, I believe his name is Michael Fichtner. It's quite good, but I can't help but see him and think fish face. And it's nothing to do with his actual face. It's because he was in this programme, and part of the key element of the programme was the fact that they were sort of body-snatching fish people. I think that might be just enough. Certainly it's worthwhile stirring it up to see how far we get close-wise. But anyway, there was a child in there, and he was... he realised that the father was one of these fish people. And so he had this line in it that stuck with me for many years, which was, "You ain't my diddy." But it's because it was such a heavily American accent of, "You ain't my diddy," that it just amused me so much that it's lodged in the brain. And as I say, it's unfortunate that perfectly decent a weak man potion. Let's see. I can do the description. Summons a weak man. He cannot lift. He skipped arm and leg. Die. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, so it is unfortunate that Michael Fickner, or was it Michael? William. I think it's William actually. But whenever he turns up, I can't help myself but think, oh look, it's good old fish face. Which is, as I say, is terribly unfair considering the fact that he doesn't, he doesn't actually look like a fish at all. It is literally just that one little element where he was, once upon a time, he acted as a fish man, and now in my head, he is forever the fish man. So there we go. A weak man potion. Off we go. There you go. Spray that and summon a weak man. Off you pop. A massive anthill appeared near my house, and now ants are everywhere. On the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, even in the food. It's unbearable. No, it's unantable. I need something to get rid of those annoying bugs, and fast. One assumes poison? I don't think there's anything more obvious that's sort of bug killer, so I think what we'll do is pop in here and get the hurty tum-tum juice. It poisons your victims, innit? This is why I quite like this recipe book, because you can see all the obnoxious annoyance and stupidity that I've put in it. Ailment removal balm. It heals what ails you. This one was a Blue Boosh special, hurty tum-tum juice. It poisons your victims, innit? And then man potion. This potion gives you a man. There's maybe a spelling error. So I could have actually just brewed man potion. I'd forgotten that I thought all of these were sort of combos. Mana and lightning, very, very frightening. Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? Zappity bounce replenishment. It zaps, it bounces, it makes you feel full of mana. And then, of course, as we've already seen, the can't sleep must potion. But yeah, it's one of those ones where you sort of, I didn't actually brew the fucking potion I needed. Where looking back across the recipe book, you can see old obnoxious decisions come shining through, which is always quite nice. Especially like if you give it like a good few months and then you come back to it and you go, I am a dickhead. Be a friend and give me a healing remedy on the stronger side. Some guys and I were escorting a trade caravan yesterday. Then we got attacked by bandits. I was stabbed with a knife and fell out onto the cart, onto the road. I'm lucky to be alive. Now I need to recover and catch up with the caravan. I mean, so technically I could use my standard ailment removal balm. I do just wonder if maybe we could brew a better version. I must try and explore what that potion is as well at some point, but I just wonder if we could get it on the sort of try and get a 2 out of it rather than leave it at a 1. And hello, Mr. Chester Phoenix. Welcome! Welcome to the stream! You joined me where I was making mush. Sweet mush. I like the fact that you can toss it up into the air. That's quite fun. Get fucking squished. Yeah. And then, hally hup. Hey, hally hup. Hey! And now this time we'll try and be a little bit careful. I may want to go down a bit more, I must admit. Yeah, I'm going to want to go down a little bit more. Which one was down? I mean, that one technically does take you down, but not in the way I want it to. Do we not have any... That's not... No. Again, technically it does take me down, but I don't necessarily want that one as a thing. I mean, that one might not be a bad idea. For a level 3 class potion, yeah. I mean, in fairness, I was only ever planning on trying for a level 2. That certainly is the closest. That's true, yeah. I do wonder if... Oh, yeah, okay, hang on. If I... Just a little splash like that. Okay, a little bit more. You're looking at about approximately the centre. I do feel like maybe that's the one I want. Just got to be careful. There's the 2. Gosh darn it. Wait, hang on. If we go... Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Go, baby! Hell fucking yeah. Level 3 hype potion. Alright. Healy hype potion of greatness. Indeed. No, there's nothing the indeed, but the Healy potion of hypeness seems reasonable enough. Right, put it in a bottle. Yeah, put it on a tall bottle. Tall and proud of that bottle. And let's have a better sign. Maybe multi-hearts. Shall we have multi-hearts? Oh no, big bang hearts. That's what we want. Big pink bang hearts. That's what we need. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Proud of it. Save it. Yes, I do plan to. Or at least that's the general hope of remembering to save it. Right, so that level 3 massive. I can't do it. I can't leave it. Have you had someone come up to you yet asking for your strongest potion? No. Is that a reference to something? Because I'm not getting it if it is. Finish potion. That's what we want to do. There we go. Yes. Create a potion with effect of tier 3. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Oh, but I did miss the pot. There you go. Look at that, son. 30? 30, mate. You are lucky I'm building the rep of my shop. Have I not seen the potion seller video? I don't immediately recognise it. At least not as a general concept. I'm willing to be proven wrong that suddenly I'll go, oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about there. We just don't have much in the way of downward trajectory at the moment, do we? So I think we'll just have to save up, because there's no point in sort of wasting, sort of trying to head down if I just don't have the resources for heading down. I do have the resources for heading up. I do now have the resources for heading sort of left a little bit. So I am tempted to sort of explore out in that region. See if I can't. Post it in the Discord. Thank you very much. I will try and have a butcher's at that. And see if it does ring a bell. You don't actually have to sort of crush it quite as viciously as I do. You can just sort of scrape it in the bowl if you want to. Which, in fairness, I know that's a viable pestle and mortar technique that I have used myself in the past. You can just sort of scrape through rather than a poof, poof, poof. But let's be honest, what's more satisfying? Just wiggling it around, or really ramming it in? Were you being rude there? Were you being rude, sir? I was being quite rude, yes. I can't help myself. I think maybe we want... yeah, we'll have a little one of them. And then we'll have a crushed one of these. And then I suppose at this point... No, don't put it... Pop it in. I like the weird functionality that is available here. That sort of just peculiar way of... that'll do. The fact that you can just toss it up and it lands in the correct place. I don't think it works with that, does it? Oh, no, it does! Okay, so instead of actually crushing things, we can just sort of bombard them from a great height. And then leave it completely erect and then just plop, toss that in. And then, yeah, we're going to want to go up. In fact, we're probably going to want to go up. Well, I suppose if I do crush it, bam! Oh, it's not. I don't think it's actually crushing from that sort of height. It'll go in the bowl, but it won't actually crush. More's the pity. I think I may have tried that last time because I was possibly trying trick shots. Oh no, that was a bit aggressive for a trick shot, wasn't it? No. See, I think the problem is it don't like being over this side because you can see it sort of. I suppose its end is gravitating towards the bowl. Vicious again. Let's just get on with crushing the fuck out of that. And is 2 good enough for me? Yeah, 2's good enough for me, I think. Well, having said that, we could maybe just... Hey, level 3. Now I've done 1 level 3, I'm going to be obsessed by it. Oh! Potion of Explosion! The Bang Bang Juice. It goes bang. It doesn't help with banging in any other sense. So arguably, explosion potion followed by explosion icon makes the most sense, which is probably what we'll stick with, but I'm always curious about my options. I suppose that would make it confusing with the other sort of banging, because obviously there's a bone installed on that one, but I think... Oh, that's not bad, is it? I don't know. That looks to me like a cracked planet, but I'm not entirely convinced it's supposed to be. But it might work. I mean, there's a cracked star. No, I think it's an explosion potion. Let's keep it as an explosion. Shall we have it in an unassuming bottle? So it doesn't look like it should explode, because it's tiny, tiny bottle. But in reality, it does explode, because it's a fucking explodey potion. The only slight problem is that I said this last week, and I may very well say it every time until until it changes. But it just slightly annoying that, of course, they just don't have the ability to. I must admit, Bang Bang Juice feels like it might be quite useful, which is a shame. I suppose the ailment removal balm is going to have to be removed for the sake of simply because I've already got the level 3 one. So I think, sorry, ailment removal balm, you're no longer required. Your services are no longer desired, for I want my Bang Bang Juice to be saved. So save the Bang Bang Juice. Hello. Oh, why did I want... Oh, because I just wanted to finish off one of those challenges, didn't I? Well, in fairness, I didn't know that was going to be Bang Bang Juice when I went to it. That was the only reason I went for the Bang Bang Juice. I don't think there's going to be anything in the garden, but I'm just going to double check, because I'm always going to want way more ingredients. Oh, the moon, it passes by so quickly. It's the 5th day in my shop, and apparently I have... Oh, I got 9 out of 10 stars for population, I must admit, I've got some more points there. My talent points free. So shall we? We'll pop the haggle on another level and then just go for the alchemy levels there. And now let's gather my ingredients from my magical garden that grows overnight. I suppose in fairness, that's why it is considered a magical garden. Oh there, greetings, alchemist. I brought gifts of mountains, you're buying, son. I am miner. I dig, make tunnels, look for gifts of mountains, stones, minerals, crystals, sell some rare gems, make goods not cheap. I don't sell buds, so my goods don't cheap. Always cold, do not lick. Warm to the touch and glows slightly in the dark. Okay, so are they? Oh no, they are the opposite directions, aren't they? Yes. And apparently it has got a wibble attached to it. It'd be interesting to find out what the wibble is. I wonder if the wibble marked on this stone has anything to do with the wibbles that are on my map in the first place. Ding, ding, ding. Let's talk books, romance titles. Let's talk about romance novels and the weather, sir. Bam, there we go. It's a deal. I'll pay you 51. I don't think even the biggest of hagglings won't allow me to do that, so goodbye, Mr. Miner. He's a tiny miner. He is a tiny miner. Hello, I lost my flint somewhere and now I can't light my fire. My husband is coming home with friends tonight and I need to cook them some dinner. Do you have anything to help me light a fire in the hearth? Well, do I have anything in your recipe book? No, I don't think I do. I don't got any fire potions. I have to build fire potions from scratch, which I suppose is not unreasonable. How do we... Oh, there we go. I was pushing the right button. It just didn't seem to want to register that. Little factoid. That little fact. It did not like. Plop. Plop that bad boy in. Yeah. Smoosh it all around. And then... Oh, I was hoping for like something more of... Will it bounce off the wall? Not really. Hoping... Oh, yes, it will. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Trick shot. Dang it. Well, I mean, come on. It was a pretty good trick shot there. Didn't land in the right place, but it was a pretty good trick shot nonetheless. Yeah, trick shot. Booyah. I am spectacular indeed. Do. First try. Hell yeah. Now what we got to do is... Oh, so close. Oof. Darn. I'd love to know what the customers are thinking right now. They're just stood at the sort of the front end of the shop, hearing a bloke going, "Ah, oh, darn! Yes, booyah! We managed to fuck it real good." Now, I suppose where? Yeah, that would actually probably work. And now, I think something like that, and then a little tiny bit of water. Oh, so close, and yet, no, I'd need to go down, and I think that'd be a waste of ingredients. I think at this point we're just going to build a level 2 fire potion. Because I don't really want to put fire potions in my recipe book, although can't deny it wouldn't make that much difference. I don't suppose. I haven't got any real hard on for keeping some of the others, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be nice to keep some of the others intact. So close and yet so far. I know. Sucks, big dick. Fiery ring. If you've got a fiery ring, you should probably seek out some kind of... I'll tell you what, as you're here, let's call it the Oh, no. Two ends there, son, two ends. The Phoenix Potion, since it's to do with fire. It has a little chester on the side. Nobody understands why in this universe. Finish that potion. And now let's sell you. Hey, I'm selling Chester on the black market for 37 gold. How do you feel knowing that you're worth 37 gold as a potion? G'day. G'day. I'm going on a long crusade soon, and what better to support a fighting spirit than a flask of ale? Problem is, the sun will heat up my flask. I think if I could add a drop of frost potion to it, the ale will stay ice cold, even in the summer's heat. Sound about right to you, son? Well, I do have my fire frost potion, but I don't really think that's what you're after, sir, is it? Oops, I pushed it twice by accident. Again, I want to save that because it was A, very expensive, and B, I don't fully understand what I want to do with it, but that's fine. I can't deny the mushroom would get me roughly in the same right direction, but I do wonder if there's a cheaper way of doing it. I know, I'm terrible. No, alright, we'll use the mushroom because it does sort of... Oh, squidgy, 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 squidgy. Over you go. And then, hey! I was going to try and catch it. Hey! Hey! Well, it went in, that'll do. And then, what we want to do... Can I... No. I wasn't intending to crush it, I just wanted to try and get it in the bowl from a distance. Which, in fairness, you can probably do. Just it's not hugely no real significant point in doing so. I suppose that'll get me close, won't it? So, I don't actually need the full squidge. I don't need a full squidge. I just need a light squidging. Try and get as close as possible, but... Well, what's the angle there? Tell you what might work is if we get that piece of experience and then we can slide it back. Don't know why. It doesn't actually make any real difference how sort of central it is. It's how close to the actual thing it is. Weak Potion of Frost. Frosty Punch. Pot. You go. After. Suppose we want something that's a bit more like a pot. Which arguably that's a bit more pot-like, isn't it? Let's go star. Why not? And then let's have a sort of triple snowflakes on this one. And it is daft, sort of putting quite so much effort into this. Didn't you previously have a frosty potion? I did, but not necessarily one I would sort of worth selling, I don't think. Because technically it would have to be... No, in fact, I don't think I've got a frost one at all. Not saved in the recipe book. I've got the frost and the fire one, but I didn't feel like that was the appropriate for his purpose, since he wanted to avoid his ale getting warm. He seems suitably happy. It's only a level 1, but it's fine. He was just walking down the street minding my own business when a flower pot fell out of nowhere and bumped me right on head. Good thing I've always had a thick skull, or I'd be out cold. But I've got a nice big bump on my head now. What can I rub on it to make it go away? Got a few suggestions. An explosion potion! Not happy about an explosion potion being the suggested thing. But we do have the Healy Hype Potion of Greatness. Something that rub on his head. Are you making a rude joke? I don't think that sort of joke is appreciated here, sir. Not appreciated at all. Oh, it's the dirty old man. Hello. Any desire for some mushrooms? wanking, wink back, winking in the eye. So you're going to buy some mushrooms? Winky. Would you like to touch my winky? Let's grab one of them. They look cheap. Do I already have some of those? I don't know. I think I've had them in the past, but it's fine. 51. Boom, boom, boom.
Fuck me!
No.
Hello there.
Way too early. I haven't said that. Yeah. It was still way too early, but it was weird. But, wank. General wank. I'm having a general wank today.
Fuck me!
It's just fuck me's everywhere. And you still didn't quite get it. Despite both of you trying for a fuck me, you just couldn't quite get it.
Oh, man.
Bam, bam, bam. Have you ever read a book about a heart and weather? Where the book hearts and we're done, sir. Deal. I'd like you to get out of my shop, actually, you dirty old man. Literally dirty and figuratively dirty. The neighbour's livestock has gotten into the habit of eating the vegetables out my garden. I'm tired of chasing sheep and goats away every night. I want to spice my vegetables up with something special, so my neighbour has fewer livestock and I have fewer problems. I think you're asking for a poison potion, sir, aren't you? You filthy man. Which I can do. Hurty tum juice, that'll do. Poisons people, innit? Oh, I did get one. Oh, he wasn't convinced I got one there. Is that what you're after? Yeah, he's really after that one. But do you know what? You're going to have to pay more because you're poisoning people's animals. In fact, I'm going to trade your wife and your tankard. And if you've got a book on your wife, I'll take that off your hands as well. Oh, he is furious about it, though, isn't he? And that's why you don't haggle. Because it drastically reduces your popularity. Oh, that's why. Okay, with naughty potions, your rep might go down if you accept the job. Ah, well, I'm glad I haggled then. Because at least I made money. And that's all that matters. All that matters. I wanted to paint my house, make it more unique. I thought it would be cool to paint the walls with glow-in-the-dark paint. You've got a potion that makes paint glow in the dark. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming maybe I'd want a light potion. I don't know if that's going to work theoretically, but, you know, might as well try. The only real question was where the fuck light was. Webbing, sleeping, frost, mana regen, bouncing. Oh, there it is. It's very much in front of my face, but that's fine. Yeah, we probably want one of those. Crush it in my hands. You do that, and I will do this. Just seeing if there's a better one than this one. I suppose I might as well. I'll log this one in, and then go left again. Left again, like we did last summer. I might actually be able to get the really high quality one in this one, which would be nice. But no guarantees. Oh. Well, I feel like level 2 might suffice. If I do much, yeah, no, level 2 will suffice. Because I don't honestly know if light is going to be the correct answer, but still. Let's call it phosphorescent. I don't think that's how you spell phosphorescent. So I'll tell you what, let's... there we go. Phosphorescent poison. Hey, you want my poison? You're going to get me a poison. What sort of bottle do we think? There you go. In the strange, like, bear bottle. I don't know if it's supposed to be a bear or something. With the torn label as well. And let's try and find the worst symbol for it as well. Just, there you go, exclamation mark. Phosphorescent poison. So, sir, would you enjoy the phosphorescent poison? Oh, he looks happy about the phosphorescent poison. He's not worried about the fact that I'm selling him something that has absolutely nothing to do with what he asked for, and it's just an exclamation mark with a misspelling. He's not worried about that. I've also noted that the stream has gone off, so this is bonus for anybody who watches the recording afterwards, but we shall see if it comes back. Doesn't seem to be doing so, which is a pain in my soul. Hey there, are you gonna do the thing? Oh, there we go, I think it's back, but it's difficult to say. Well, this is a pain in the asshole, yes. There we go, it appears to be back from outer space. I gave the man a phosphorescent poison. I wasn't convinced of the spelling of phosphorescent. I don't know how much was missed and how much was there. But nonetheless, I wasn't convinced by the spelling of phosphorescent. So I misspelled potion as well and gave him an old one that, you know, he shouldn't trust, but fuck it, he took it anyway. The road from my village to town passes through the cliff tunnel. When I went to town, everything was fine, but on the way home, I found the tunnel blocked. Now a barrel of gunpowder would come in handy. Do you happen to have that? That is weird. But anyway, take that, and just remember, sir, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Genuinely, when I started doing a vaguely Michael Caine impersonation, I did not know he was going to ask for a potion to blow something up. But there you go. An odd beautifulness. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot else I can do, so I think it's time to start a new day. Now that's the Alchemist path, and we've also got more points, which I always forget to use, but still. We'll even that one up, and then it's not going to be bad to sort of leave that to just stack for a prolonged period of time. Mushrooms, flowers, and other bits, indeed. Let's head to the shop front. Hello, sir. Hello, my colleague. Well, is business booming? No, I don't have a shop. I have a laboratory in another town. I conduct various alchemy experiments there. I do have some research for money and help some people in exchange for favors. He makes a strange jerking motion with his hand. So you and I are not competitors. Quite the opposite, actually. I will soon have an extra alchemy devices that will definitely be interested in. Show me your goods. Another piece of paper. Can I have 2 pieces of paper? No, I can't have 2 pieces of paper. You get 1 piece of paper, sir, and 1 only. I put my sausage in the woman on a cloudy day, then I wrote about it. Oh. Hey! Well, I did it. I hadn't intended to hit the end mark quite as swiftly as I had done there, but never mind. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Hello. As you know, good beer should be enjoyed cold, but it's hard to keep it that way in summer or in southern climes. Now you want to brew a beer, so always stay cold. Do you have a potion that can help? You visit the south often? Not really. A friend of mine visits from down there. He keeps a tavern and buys my beer. That same friend asked me to invent a beer that stays cold. Right, well, I suppose we probably want a frosty potion. And I can do you a frosty potion. Although, having said that, we've got to figure out how to go down again, which was a special mushroom last time. I suppose Terraria will probably suffice. Yeah, Terraria will suffice. I must admit, maybe if I can rock like a level 3 frost potion, I might. Tallyhoop. Oh, no. Tallyhoop. No. Tallyhoop. No. Hiya! Nope. Show me your sausage. I'm mildly curious what clip that is, because I don't remember Show Me Your Sausage Goods. Plop. There we go. Finally. I gave up on the idea of doing anything other than the plop. Let's do the crush, and then do the plop. You do the crush and plop, and you put the freshness back. I suppose if we put one of those in, then yeah, we could probably put one of those in. And let's see how close that gets me. We're ignoring the heart there, and then we wrap around. And then if we bypass it, it's not quite going to go where I want it to go. Balls. Here are nutsacks. The center is just not quite high enough. Oh, but if we take it a little over the odds there and pop that in and just... Oh, that's interesting. Not the direction I was expecting, but should allow. We just piss in the cauldron. No, I'll do a little bit more pissing in the cauldron. Hey, I pissed in the cauldron real good. I pissed in magnificently. Right, we're going to save this potion, so we want a good name for a frosty potion. I'm tempted to call it ICU, because it's icy, but that's shit, so I don't like it. Snow good potion. I almost actually accidentally put poison in there. What sort of bottle do we think? Is there an obvious frosty bottle? There isn't. The only one that's got an obvious nature is an icicle in your pocket. That can definitely be the description. Well, big bowl will do. Scruffy label, yes, Scruffy label. I don't know who Scruffy label is, but he's come to see us. That's description. It is, in fact, an icicle in my pocket. So save that recipe and finish that pozione. That's Italian for not potion. I can't guarantee whether it's Italian for potion or not, but in Italian you do tend to find that T's are replaced with Z's, which is why I tend to do that in a stupid way, because I often call the PlayStation the PlayStation. For no reason whatsoever. Hello, my silly husband managed to pinch his hand on the gate yesterday. Now instead of working, he's lying on the bench, supposedly waiting for his hand wheel. Do you have anything to mend the hand so the bum can get back to work? I can probably mend his hand, but I don't think I've got anything for his bum. Brew my super goo. Are you interested in my super goo? Do you want my super goo? You can have my super goo. For 32 points. Yes! Popularity of level 4. I am the master of popularity. Which is unfortunate for you, sir, because you're going to be haggled into bankruptcy. Greetings. I need more poison. I don't think I need to remind you of the terms of our deal. Nope. I can give you some hurty tum-tum juice. There you go, sir. Be careful with it. And I'm going to haggle the shit out of you. I've had beer with a woman. We talked about weather. Then I ate a sausage at her place. Hey, didn't get a huge improvement, but oh yeah, whenever you give poison, it's a hell of a negative, isn't it? Hi, still have enough herbs? You should always have a small stock handy. I usually go deep into the woods, choose a picturesque spot and listen to the birds sing. I even try to sing myself if no one is listening. Show me your goods. Especially if they're brads. Well, we've got a fuck ton of water bloom, but it's cheap, so I'll have some. Thorn stick. Well, you'd like the stick, but I thought I'm leaving now, sir. I do want to sort of keep a fair amount of my cash on hand for any more recipe pages. Because it's almost annoying that they've insisted on the idea of you paying out for more recipe pages. Because it's more fun storing up recipes. So it's slightly annoying that you have to actually pay out to improve the recipe book. Because otherwise you could just have so much more fun storing all sorts of stupid potions. Hey there, Welcomist. How's business? We heard about a rare fish spotted nearby. Comes out at night and only eats fireflies. Do you follow? If you can give me some kind of glowing potion, I'll make some bait just for that fish and catch it. Well, I'll take a worm, dunk it in potion so it lights up. The fish will think it's a firefly, swallow it, and I got him. We fucking got him. Did we have a light potion? No, we did not. I will have to. I'll brew you a new one. That's fine. We won't worry about getting it too perfect on this occasion. Whoops, that's not what I'd intended to do. I stuck it in early, and I hadn't intended to, but it's fine. It's my magnificent. There we go. I could have probably gotten it slightly closer to either level 2 or possibly even level 3 there, but I felt I wanted the experience would work as a solution as well. So, glowy worm bait. It does exactly what it says on the jar. And there you go. I'll give him a jar that makes it easy to dip things in. Actually, it's a shallower one. Yeah. No, there you go. That round, shallow pot. That's probably going to be the easiest. As far as I can see, that's going to be... Unless we want to spritz. He could spritz it on his worm instead of dipping his worm in it. But he did specifically say he wanted to dip his worm in it. So I think we'll go with the shallow bowl as opposed to anything else. Is there anything that obviously looks like a man dipping his worm into a potion? Not really. So, I'll tell you what. There's an unhappy worm being dipped in the potion. I don't want to be dipped in potion. I was just liking my life, and then this foul man came along, dipped me in potion. Now I'm being eaten by fucking fish. I don't like it. Oh. Let's have a... yeah, a little diamond one will do nicely. Finish the potion. Here, sir. Enjoy this. Enjoy dipping your worm into this. Oh, sir. You're going to pay a lot more than you think you're going to pay. Because you informed me that you didn't want to pay very much. And that was a bad choice on your part. Because now you pay. You pay the fucking price, sir. You asshole indeed. Hello, alchemist. I need special mushrooms for a certain ritual. They usually appear around this time, but they haven't come out yet. I need them right now. So I was hoping to speed up their growth. Do you have a potion for that? Why don't you just conjure more mushrooms? I don't know such spells. I'm not an old witch of the woods. I have a slightly different specialty. Ooh. What's your specialty? Also, growth potion is one of the ones I kind of wanted to try and get done, so it's not so bad needing to do that. Yeah, that one. Crush that bad boy down, and then we need to either go left or right. Now left, strictly speaking left, would possibly allow me to sort of... If we go there, and then we'll want to crush it a bit, but not too much. Because obviously we don't know, that might be too much, but it's fine. Plop that in there, and then Where's that Terraria gone? Yeah, okay. That's not necessarily 100% optimal. But we'll have a crack at that. And then... do we not have... oh, that'd be dangerous to go screaming across the old... what's it there? And then Terraria... that should lead to a fairly perfect potion. And if I'm quick, even if I do skim the skulls, it shouldn't make too much difference. Hey. Oh. I can probably get that level 3, can't I? Yeah, I can. Which almost inclines me to save that as a recipe. Which in fairness I might do, because I feel like it might be worthwhile saving some of the sort of the bog standard ones. Some of these combo ones, they're lovely, but I feel like having bog standard ones might prove better. Tell you what, maybe... I mean, I do like that. I do like the name of that recipe. It's silly but fun. I think we'll get rid of this one. Get rid of that one. And then this one. Is it bad that my instinct was Viagra? I'm not naming it Viagra, but my instinct says name it Viagra. Big oil. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go slightly different. Biggs's Biggie oil. So it roughly features most of the words, just slightly rearranged, and suggests a man named Biggs built it. Which means at some point we probably will have to have a wedge in there as well. I do quite like the little jar. The little jar is satisfying there. Yeah, I do sort of think maybe little jar, little label. Have you got little jar? Well, you've got a little label then. Yeah, slightly lighter there and maybe slightly more lurid here. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I suppose arguably though I should probably... whoop! Fuck! Ah, save last recipe. Thank fuck for that. I thought I'd fucked it. I thought I'd fucked it. Yes, save last. Thank God there was a save last potion. It's because I keep thinking that this bit here... I think you can see my cursor, yeah. This bit here I keep thinking is the bottle change. But it's not, it's next door. But I could have possibly put it in there because that's more of an oil bottle. But outside of that, it's fine. Also, I didn't actually give a description, did I? But we can apply one now. Biggs came up with this oil. Any fun icons? I don't know. I quite like having the basic icon, truth be told. I mean, oh, there we go. I was thinking there was a more of an oil look, which I suppose we could put in, make it look more oily. But it's gonna be a real bastard when I come to try and remember what the fuck this potion does. It's gonna be very much like a what does this one do? Came up with this oil when he needed a plant to grow real quick. I mean, the description is shit, but it was the best I could do on short notice. It's fine. Look, she's happy. She's going to smother her garden with Biggs's Biggie oil. Here, greetings. I'm dealing with a gang of thugs today. I need a potion that not only makes my sword strike true, but also imbues it with magic power. What kind of magic? Well, I trust your judgment. Would you like that? No, he's angry at that. Would you like the sleeping potion? No, he's angry at sleeping potion. He refuses to have a sleeping potion. So he wants something that makes his sword strike true, but also imbues it with a magic power. Intriguing. Well, we could try and explore down there, but I don't think I've got the down... I don't think I've got the down trajectory plants enough to actually get down there now. Because I went after the old... No, we've got those mushrooms, but that's only one way of getting down. We've got that one... I think it's going to be too awkward trying to get down there. Get down, get down. So it's probably going to end up having to be a sort of upward trajectory, perhaps. But when he needed to impress a Wookiee, I see. When he needed, there we go, to impress a Wookiee. I don't want to know what he was doing to try and impress the Wookiee, but we'll take your word for it that he was doing something that would impress a Wookiee. Do we have much? Oh no, okay, the red mushroom's not so bad. Okay, we're going to head sort of over in this direction. See what happens. It's going to be unfortunate if I end up needing a fire potion, but I am slightly tempted to maybe... Because he wants something that will help him hit and give him a magical effect. Which sort of makes me slightly inclined to maybe try and get him something that would perhaps do multi-effect. But I don't know. Put that in there. Like that, I'm going to miss that bloody potion that I want. Could use one of those weird shrooms, that'd get me over the fire potion. So, first thing we'll do is get a nice bit of experience there. But here, we're going to end up getting a fiery potion there. Now, the big problem is we're going to have to go up again in here, aren't we? It'd be worthwhile crushing that at least a little bit. Got to be slightly careful precisely how far towards that skeleton we go, because obviously we don't want to get caught by the skulls. Yeah, that'll do nicely. That gets me out in the open. There we go, see what happens. This is sort of just steps. Oh, hello, careful. Okay, we've hit sort of a dead end. It's going to be troublesome. I mean, we could go down slightly. Probably only really want to go down very quickly there. And then, yeah, we'll crush up another one of these mushrooms. I'm wasting a lot of ingredients here, I'm not going to lie. But I think that's kind of part of the game, in fairness. Again, just very quickly over those skeletons. Or skulls, rather, not just skeletons, are they? I mean, that'll get me a load more experience, although having said that, I've just spotted there's a bunch more skulls in there. But I suppose we could just sort of crush it a little bit and not head all the way there. So we sort of go in there. Now crush that. Sort of head in this direction, but I am running out of resources to actually continue exploring in this direction. Oh, bollocks, there was one down there. That could have worked. Loopy-loo, that one. Loopy-loo beyond comparison. Okay, go on. Let's try and... We've found an end point. So what I might try and do is get to that end point. No, that skim's far too close to that. That's pretty much perfect. Not quite going to reach the actual potion, but... Where's the thing? No, because we need to go down a bit more. The loop-de-loop possibly would work, but... I mean, technically the loop-de-loop is about the only thing that's going to... Well, I suppose actually that might... Depends on how many skulls are hidden. So we'll have to just see, I suppose. Do that reasonably quickly. Because you've got a little bit of leeway. on the skulls. I don't think I'm going to have that much leeway on the skulls. But at this point, we can probably... So I must remember that, just as a general rule, really, because that's going to... do I go after the experience? Fuck it, we'll go after the experience. That's it. And now we do have a level 1 in whatever that is, so fuck it, we'll try and find out what it is. Oh, hello! I've got a strong potion of fire and libido. Okay, this one might have to be known as known very much as the Viagra, I suppose. I have to save this one. Oh, blast you, game. Blast you. Ah, this is why you need... This is the one system I don't agree with. I can get behind every other system in the game, but limited recipe room, I cannot get behind this. Because I kind of want to keep this potion. But I don't really want to get rid of my other potions, because my other potions are really quite good. Ah. Arg. This is awkward. Lose the man potion. Yeah, it's only mana 1. True. But I just like it as a I like it as a concept piece. That's the problem. I like a lot of these as concept pieces. But this has definitely got to be like El Peño Grande. See, this is why I like this. I suppose, yeah, if I save it and fiddle with it in the book, that might make life a little bit easier. Is it? No, that's the explosion one. Don't want to use that one again, but... Oh, there you go. That's, yeah, a little spritzer. A little spritz for El Peño. El Peño Grande. Hey, you want to see El Peño? El Peño Grande. What symbol? I suppose we'll have fiery hearts maybe, so I'll change the colour to be sort of slightly more reddy, fiery colours. Where's a good orange? A good orange when you need one. There we go, that'll do nicely. It creates a fire in your pants, and no potion can put that out, with an exclamation mark. There we go. Fire free and libido 1. That's exactly what we want. Right, okay, so I mean, I could technically carry on, couldn't I, really? Especially because what I could do is snatch these experience points just by moving the potion over slightly. But I don't think I think, again, we've run out of shit that takes me down that I can actually use to go down, because unfortunately that one's a bit too... I suppose going part way with some more weird shrooms. But that's it. That's about where we want it. So I'll go down there. Probably need to go down a bit more for that. That's dangerous, because that's going hell for leather over a couple of different things. Oh, that one... less dangerous, but still a little bit skimming over the skeletons. Which I suppose arguably we have learnt that if I go like that, and then I sort of go like that, then I go like that, that shifts the entire thing. I'm becoming slightly more adept at potion making. So again, if we just stir in a little bit more, and then carry on. We can then perhaps Stir a little bit more. And yeah, I clipped a couple, but ultimately, I think I was doing quite a good job there. Not perfect, but you know, not bad either. I suppose again, if I use those weird shrooms, although I'd end up going up quite substantially, I think is the big problem. That's not going to help me much at this point in time. I suppose that might do. I'm not convinced. Stumbled across a slight issue, but we're going to just be a little bit cautious there. We have now added poison to this potion. Nice. I suppose wilting El Peño Grande because now it poisons your Peño whilst making it grande. Let's give it a different bottle type as well. That'll do. And a different icon because we want something. Yeah. A skull but in fiery colours. That's it. And I'll finish the potion there, but it's not. I don't think it. Oh, create a potion of libido. Nice. That's what we want to see. Any good? Oh, hello. I'm assuming maybe he wants the poison. I mean, he refuses to haggle. Oh, he's in a very bad mood. Refuses to haggle. But yeah, okay, there you go. Give the thugs that potion. I love explosions. We do. My true art form, those are. Yesterday I was caught in a downpour, and now my bombs are all useless. I'll go crazy if I don't blow something up today. Well, lucky for you, sir, I have the bang... Oh. Unlucky for you, sir, I don't have the bang bang juice. Gosh darn it. Can I figure out an alternate way to get the bang bang juice? I'm suspecting the answer is no, because I've only got that as a left. And that's not going to be enough to get me all the way left. Oh no, there's one more left. Okay. Oh, how confident are we that we can figure this out and get somewhere? Yeah, apparently won't haggle, and I have no choice. I mean, technically speaking, it's my fucking shop. If I tell the fucker he's haggling, he's haggling. But clearly, that's not how this game works. I think maybe we'll try this one first. Oh, come on. Do better. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, darn it. It's interesting as well that, look, you can see how dropping it has put those little extras there. Really flinging it. All the extras are all over the place, but you just drag it all back together. Very impressive if you can do that. And a big plop. All the way with that one. Big plop. And then we just want one that goes up, which is about perfect for that one. Yeah! Give it a wibble and a wobble and a clean. And we might actually be able to get that really quite good. Go over the odds slightly and then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to drag it back to level 3. No, it's just never quite going to get that, but that's fine. It is now an explosion potion. An potion. Even the label writer wasn't convinced by that one. He just went, "Yeah, no, I'm not embracing it. I'm not embracing it." Can't quite tell if that's meant to be an explosion or a muffin, but for my purposes, it's an explosion. Maybe it's a muffin exploding. That could be the secret. Oh, he's looking at it. He's looking at it. He does. They do like looking at him. Oh, he's happy. He's very happy. Should I haggle you, sir? No, I need my rep to go up. Oh, we forgot that maybe... I didn't consider the fact that serving a man who loves to explode things might be considered a bad. I don't think I'd make a very good shopkeeper, would I? Because it never crossed my mind that selling an exploding potion to a man who likes explosions might be bad. Not once. I just went, yeah, you want an exploding potion? I'll figure out something. I can't use my usual one, but I'll figure you something out, sir. Don't you worry, son. Don't you worry. I will figure out a way of getting you some kind of potion. Oh, wow. We'll do one more day, and then I might move on to something else. But I gotta admit, this game is amazingly compelling to play. Let's go to the garden. Bink, bink, bink. Oh, not a lot of crops this time. Well, having said that, you do get multiple of each click. So each one you sort of gather nets you multiple herbs here. Greetings! I'm a wandering merchant. I was passing your shop and decided to stop in. I think you might like some of my goods. I don't mind buying some of yours. Shall we trade? I don't specialise in any particular kind of goods. I travel around buying and selling, so my assortment is always changing. What have you got for me? Whoa there! Oh, you've got a page. Got another page. Yeah, okay, that'll do. A grave truffle. That's the best. A lumpy beet. So I should be reading these descriptions as well. This is the favourite treat of necromancers. It is said that this particular type of beet is used to produce an unusual sugar. Is it a lumpy sugar? A witch mushroom. Which mushroom's this? The fungus is popular among sorcerers and alchemists because of its valuable magical properties. So we've seen some of these. Lava root. I mean, in fairness, we are frequently requiring things that go fucking left. So we are forced to haggle. Because there's no possible way of winning without discussing the weather, his love life, and a couple of books. Yeah. 265. That's not bad. I could probably buy some more shit. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Apparently don't change the deal. Shit. Show me your goods. Wow, yeah, no, his prices seem to have gone... Yeah, I suppose... You lost this person's trust because you didn't accept the deal after haggling. I see. I mean, in fairness, I was going to just pay market rate, but fine. Absolute bullshit game. Absolute bullshit. After now... Do I want another hairy banana? A hairy banana. Oh, another one of them. There you go. I still got my recipe my page, but only one page. But that's a key note. If you do haggle with someone, don't change your mind and start putting more shit in the basket. My father and I were heading to the market, but his back went out on the way. We're almost there, but he can't get out of the cart. Do you have any healing ointment to help the old man straighten his back out? I do. Luckily for you, I have the Healy Hype Potion of Great... Oh. I don't have the ingredients for my Healy Hype Potion, so I'm going to have to brew you one fresh. I don't know what sort of shit I need for that. I think it's Terraria. In fairness, I think the most basic form was just Terraria and this thing, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's not going to do your father's back the world of good, but it is going to... Whoops, I almost fucked that up. Stir it. Completely forgotten how to play the game within seconds of having played the game. But there we go. What sort of bottle do we think an ointment would come in? Something like that. There you go. Little heart potion as well. we'll just call this one something basic. It's it's for pigs, really. Traditionally, this is for pigs, which is why it was known as back ointment. But good enough for humans in a pinch. Originally designed for pigs, but sufficient for humans in a pinch. There we go. You, sir, are getting pig ointment for your daddy. Good, at least now we're building a bit more reputation. I might have to skip some that require poison. Oh, okay, this is slightly ominous, isn't it? I only caught a few of the words towards the end. A tiny but very troublesome creature has gotten into my home. I haven't spotted it yet, but it already ate its way through my pickles and pantry. And now every night it eats the porridge I leave for the morning. I want to poison the porridge to finally put an end to the evil sprite. I mean, I do feel obliged to give her poison, but I do feel that would have my reputation take a devilish knock. But still... My reputation has taken quite a beating. Are you sure that isn't your husband, milady? Well, she's going to have a dead husband in the morning, because I'm giving her the poison. But I am going to make you work for the poison by haggling. Doon, ding, ding. What's quite interesting, and I've only just really spotted it on the haggling thing, is they bend down to haggle, it seems. I don't know whether that's sort of... She adopts, like, the haggling stance. Which is very strange. She just takes a knee going, I'm ready. I'm ready for haggling, sir. I'm stood in the correct haggling stance. I know in a game term it's because the haggling screen comes down from the top and they want to keep her sort of visible, I suppose, but just seems weird in a kind of logical sense in the real world that you would go, excuse me, sir, I'm going to haggle with you. Okay, one moment. I'm in the haggling stance now. My home lies on one side of a river, but the rest of my village is on the other. Every time I need to go to town, I make a long detour to the bridge. I'm sick of it, and I want to try freezing the river, so I can pass quickly over the ice to the other side. Do you think it'll work? No. But I'll make you an ice potion anyway, because fuck it. It's going to be entertaining either way. Seeing him slip arse over tit. Hello, I picked a few mushrooms in the woods today. Want to take a look? They sure do. Mushrooms are always in high demand. People dry them in the winter, pickle them, and brewer adds them to his forest draft. The fisherman sometimes uses mushrooms for bait. Everyone wants my mushrooms. I'm not going to necessarily say no to your mushrooms, but we'll have a witch mushroom. You only had one of those. It's fine. Couple of brands. Yeah, that'll do. I am going to haggle, sir, because I have to. Have you seen your daughter? She works at the inn. I've seen your daughter. I put my sausage in your daughter. And he's fine with it. He's given me a much lower price because I put my sausage in his daughter. End the dialogue. Alchemist, I need another healing potion. Yesterday I was protecting some peasants from bandits. I almost had them, but one of them crept up behind me and knocked me out. Luckily the peasants managed to flee. None were hurt, but I got a bad concussion. My head won't stop pounding. Sounds like you need an anti-libido potion. Nope, unfortunately we don't have the ingredients for my fancy brew. So I suppose it's gonna have to be a cheeky quick one. Unfortunately, I'm out of ingredients for a cheeky quick one as well. There we go. Stir it up real good. And activate the bellows. It is in fact going to be called Cheeky Quiche. No, it's Cheeky Quiche. I spelt it wrong. I'm living by the fact that I spelt it wrong, and we are embracing that it is now called Cheeky Quiche. Is there a particularly quiche-like symbol? I somehow suspect a game like this doesn't have a quiche-like symbol, but we'll see. I'm going to look. I'm going to have a good look, see if there's a quiche-like symbol. I think if you divide your quiche into 4, then you'll get this. Little bits of ham on the quiche. That slice is quite riddled with ham, in fairness. This slice is a lot more cheesy. This slice has gone off. You wouldn't want to eat that one. And then this one's slightly overcooked, but not too bad. So there we go. It's cheeky quiche. Tickled me, that one. Here you go, sir. Do you fancy a cheeky quiche? So I'm only charging $12 for a cheeky quiche. Hello, alchemist. I'm a healer and I need a potion to restore my magical powers. Can you help me? Maybe. Oops, not quite what I intended. I can't actually build the mana frightening potion. So I suppose what we'll have to do is head to here. And then, yes, try and get in there. Which is sort of more difficult than you would necessarily think. Oh, that's quite a good one. That's really sort of heading in the right direction. Especially it does a nice chunk of change in the old... But unfortunately it would be very useful to have a second one of those. And unfortunately I don't have a second one of those. But I do have those mushrooms. Which are seriously good mushrooms for this purpose. And whoop. Hey. Now, will I just clip that green experience? Yes, I will. I'm slightly surprised that's not level 2, but we might be able to get that as a level 3. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. No, it's never quite going to go down far enough. Blarg. Is it going to be worthwhile trying to... no, I think we'll stick with middling mana potion. I'm not going to put it in the book either. It does have a question mark. Yeah, that'll do, I suppose. Oh, I haven't. Oh, yeah. I suppose it's got a question mark because it's not a potion yet. Very nearly forgot that thing. Shall we? Yeah, she's going to take it in through the lungs. That's the one. Middling mana potion. Here you go. Enjoy your middling mana potion. Why does my neighbour always have a bounteous harvest and fat cattle, while I can't grow anything, not to say all my animals died out by the end of winter? How is that fair? It isn't. You must have some fire potions, right? I need one to send my neighbour some fiery justice. Now, I think that man is going to do terrible things with the fire potion. And I don't know how much he's willing to give me for a fiery potion. Those effects are incompatible. Oh, I see. So opposing elements I'll probably never get to sell. Can I sell him a sleeping draft instead? No. I feel like I should say no to you, sir. I feel like I should say no to you. I'm going to say no to you, sir. I can't have you burning down fields with my potions. And you've basically just told me that's exactly what you plan on doing. There we go, yes. I lose a couple of stars, but I do gain some reputation. They got really unlucky with my fellow soldiers in the barracks. After lights out, they all start snoring like a herd of swines. I don't know how long it's been since I had a decent night's sleep. Do I have a sleeping potion, sir? I've had this one for ages. Can't sleep? Must potion. Off you pop, son. Off you pop. Enjoy. That's the ticket. Finally, the Rock has come back to sleeping potions. I don't think that's going to help me much, but interesting. Oh, I see. You create them along the way, and I still haven't actually gotten to the stage where I can do that. 1, 2, 3. Mother done a wee. I put it in the teapot, made a cup of tea. We jumped out. Mother gave a shout. In came father with his cock hanging out. Do I want to go to bed? Yes, I do. And I think at this point we'll pop it away and do something else. Do 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 do. A game saved. A new day begins. We'll save over the sort of number 1 slot again. Again, hopefully in the main game they might allow you to name those slots so that you know where your save file is. As I say, doesn't make that much difference. I think I said this last week, but it doesn't make too much difference in terms of its actual sort of functionality because you continue the game, but it is still sort of a little bit troublesome when it's like, well, you could have allowed me to name my save files. That would have been very useful. Very useful indeed. Well, that's just reminded me. Is that DLC still... it's not a terrible price, but I might leave it for now. I still haven't picked up that damn Gravekeeper DLC that I keep meaning to. I said So I think I've got sort of roughly an idea of what I plan on doing next, but I'm just having a peruse of the other options. See if something leaps out and grabs me. Reach out and touch his face. Boom, 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 boom. Reach out and touch me. Just scrolling through the things. What things you might ask? Are the things up my ass? No. Bad human being. Think about your actions. Never. I will never think about my actions. You can't make me. Do you know what? No, let's do Rocket League. Rocket League. Let's get a controller on now. Wait, oh, no. What? Yeah. Wait for it. It is unfortunate the controller's Bluetooth connection manages to interfere with the Wi-Fi connection. I still don't fully understand that, but I'm assuming there are overlapping signals in some fashion that interfere with one another, but nonetheless, it's awkward and annoying. It's awkward and annoying. It's awkward and annoying. But anyway, we're there now. We're loading Rocket League, so we should be in the game momentarily. And then it should load on the screen. That is all we can ask for. We can ask for it to load on the screen. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Interesting question. I don't 100% know how to answer that question. Also, apparently I've missed another phone call. I couldn't give a shit. Sorry, I'm highly unprofessional. I'm now just scrolling through my phone, but what can I say? The game was loading. Not that I'm not, you know, it's one of those ones where I'll scroll through the front. I can't say the word scroll through my phone anymore. I will scroll through my phone and still completely ignore everything on it. But yeah, apparently I've been asked, am I secretly a Polish lorry driver? And it's one of those ones where I'm assuming there's a reason behind the question. However, I have no clue what the reasoning behind the question is. View the challenges. Well, we don't need to view them. They're right there in front of me. 10 centres, 10 goals. Am I? No, I am not. I'm not coming live to you from the inside of my Polish truck. But still, I don't know if there's any further context, or whether that's literally just the one and only message. I do sort of get the impression, I think that's the one and only message. Yes, it is. It's literally the one and only message. Are you secretly a Polish lorry driver? There you go. No, because a Polish lorry driver would actually be doing something of productive usefulness. And that is definitely not what I do. Casual playlist, that's not too bad. That's relatively easy. 10 goals, I mean, can be easy. Depends on the match, really. And then 10 centres. They're not too bad getting a centre. But anyway, from the casual list, so... yeah, we'll just do free standard casual. Ba, 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 ba. Joining the game today. So, is anybody else up to anything interesting? I don't know if we established any level of what people are up to. So, as an open question, is anybody doing anything interesting right now? Yes! Oh, you little bitch. Not the people I've just asked the question to. The person who just stole the ball from me. I don't like balls being stolen from me. All balls must be mine. Oh, didn't quite. I needed to drive past it a lot more than I did. Could you not? Just plain old, could you not? Oh, Rabari. More like Rabari. Oh. Yo, I'm so very close. That was exceptionally close. That was exceptionally close. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, what is that theme song? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Oh, it's a TV program. I mean, that was fairly obvious. It's a theme song, but it could have been something. It could have been like from a movie or something. Oh, I hope Raburi, you've got it. Good lad. I think it's old. Oldish, anyway. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, you bastard! I don't think that was part of the theme song. In fairness, I don't know of a TV program or a film or anything that features the phrase "Ah, you bastard" as part of its theme song. But you know, it's always a difficult one. Difficult to know for certain. Now it's going to revolve around my head for a while. Ah, you bastard. Ah, you double bastard. Oh, and he's a double bastard. And I'll just do a quick backflip for the win. Well, for his win, I suppose. Savage. I changed up some of the commands not since last time I played it, but since the early days. I decided to sort of customise them slightly more, so rather than good ow, do you mind? You really fucked my fucking car. You fucked my fucking car, son. Oh, couldn't get me twisty. Couldn't get my twisty jets on. Couldn't get my twisty jets. Couldn't get those twisty jets. Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna, do better than you, so get the fuck out of my way. It's extremely unfair. So far, I've not seen any evidence of you doing better than them. Oh, darn. Especially when you miss the ball. And especially when you overcommit and then miss the ball, because that kind of... Ah, you bastard. Gone proper northern there. Ah, you bastard. Ah, bastard. Ah, big bastard. Ah, little bastard. Now see, that's interesting. The vertical sync is on. And yet, annoyingly, it still seems to be screen tearing. At least I think it is. It does feel like it's screen tearing. Well, I say feel like it. I can see it at the bottom of the screen. It is screen tearing. We were not the Blues. No, because I just couldn't quite defend that last goal. That's a shame. Indeed. It's a pity. Oh, yeah. It's a shame, it's a pity, it's a disappointing time. I, however, was the aggressor. I had one first touch. And then I realised I shouldn't be touching and thought, fair dues, I'll stop touching for now. I'll leave the touching till later. In the privacy of my own home, it's at that point I will touch. In the privacy of my own home, it's at that point I will start touching. Touching, touching, always touching, touching me and touching you. Touching, touching, always touching. If I could touch more, then I would get more hands. I would try and get more hands if I could touch you, and then I could touch you and all of your friends. 'Cause I've got 1,000 hands for the touching. Touching me, touching you, touching all around me. Never mind. It's fine. Just a cheeky back touch. I am the reverse bandit. Then that probably makes you a tidnab. Is that the DeLorean? Why, yes. Yes, it is a DeLorean. Ba ba ba, ba ba ba, black sheep. Have you any wool, sir? Not today. Yes. Then you should go to the future. And in the future I will have wool for you. But at this point I do not have wool for you. Here! First touch. I think, anyway. Difficult to know for certain, because obviously the others were rushing towards it as well. Certainly the first touch on my teammates. Well, that was a shit shot. Do 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 do. I can win the game in reverse. Maybe not. It's easier going for... Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Now, that's interesting. Doc. What a marvellous coincidence that I'm playing as the DeLorean and this is Doc. Also, he's kind of stolen my joke there, didn't I? Because I said I was the reverse bandit, and then I said that makes me the tidnab, and he's done COD. He's done Doc versus COD. And I don't know if the Doc would be interested in COD, but he might be. Marty, we gotta go back to the future. The COD stocks are low. Would have made for a slightly more sort of meh film, wouldn't it? Just Doc and Marty in the past, sowing cod in the oceans. I don't know if you classify it as sowing, but I feel like it might be. I've opened that up nicely for them. And in fact, I've opened it up for my team nicely, which means they won. I'm just going to park it nicely. Well, I say park it nicely. You're not supposed to park it with your wheels askew, quite like that. You're supposed to park your wheels nice and straight. I don't know precisely what happens if you park your wheels at a skew angle, but nonetheless, you're not supposed to do it. Probably does damage the car in some fashion, because the steering is over something. Maybe the steering's just simply over you. No, I do not believe this. I can win the steering back. The steering will come back to me. Oh, just don't buffer me. Don't buffet me. Sir, you've buffeted me. Oh, not bad. Not good. You blocked it. You, sir, cock-blocked me. And then I did a little dance. Oh, little touch in the nose. That's all it needs sometimes. A little bit of a touch of the nose. Now I'm just sort of doing car ballet. And if you weren't doing car ballet, he'd have still interfered and I wouldn't have been able to hit the ball. But nonetheless, I would have stood a better chance of perhaps defending the goal. If... Oh, no. Ooh, that felt cheeky, because that was going out, then in, then out, then in, then out, then in. The ball just had sex. I see it, but I think it was just on my screen. So I just need to clean that off. Just give us a moment. No, the ball. I think there's a slight bit of lag, which is unfortunate. I'm not entirely sure where that lag is coming from. I suppose it's probably playing an online game whilst doing a stream, but the internet has managed that in the past with this game, in fact. So it's not really something new. So it shouldn't really be having a hard time. But whoa! I've gone back to the future. Nice. I've just leveled up. Yeah, there's a line there somewhere. And I'm going to cross that line. Slowpoke 7. I'm assuming that's meters per second rather than miles per second, but I don't know. But 7 meter per second goal. I was the slowest of the goal scorers. Hey, uh-oh, never mind. But yeah, you can see. I'll zoom in, or I'll rotate the camera more so. It automatically sort of zooms in. But yeah, you can see a little bit more around the front and stuff. And you can see that it is, in fact, a DeLorean. And a hey and a nonny no. With a hey and a nonny and a no. I said hey nonny, he said no, and I left. And that is the end of the story. Don't think it ever got air like that in the movies. No. Although technically, of course, the reason why when you go flying mode, the wheels turn in, is of course it was flying in the films. Because this would, I'm assuming, be considered the third film's DeLorean. Actually, no, second film's DeLorean. But I suppose it's all technically the same DeLorean. But this one specifically, because it does have the do-do-do-do-do-do-do with the older wheels turning. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And the boost is, of course, the fire trails, which is quite nice. Especially if you can get it up to maximum speed. Maximum velocity. But yeah, it is a beautiful model in the game. I'm so glad I own the DeLorean in this game. Because buying DLC nowadays is quite awkward, I think, because it's no longer available in the Steam store, and I'm not 100% convinced. I could be proven wrong, but I did do some research and it didn't look like it. Ah, shite. You're not seeing the movies that much, so I guess that's why I didn't spot it. That's fair. I must admit, I've watched those movies quite a lot of times. They were very much part of my childhood. But what was I saying? I don't know now. Something important, I'm sure. Ah, cock. It wasn't technically about my cock. Shaw. New! Grumpy zone, yes. I've been placed into the grumpy zone now. For loss. Oh, yeah, the DLC, that's it. Rocket League got taken down from Steam after the devs got bought by Epic. Yes, you're quite right. Which now makes buying DLC slightly awkward, because I don't know. I'm not 100% convinced. Because my game is through Steam, I don't necessarily plan on changing that. It wouldn't make that much difference to me in the sort of overall style stuff. But nonetheless, I don't necessarily plan on sort of trying to get it to run through Epic at all. But I don't know. Well, I got a little tap to it. A little tap wasn't enough. But yeah, I don't know if I can buy much in the way of DLC nowadays, because I'd have to buy the DLC through Epic. And of course, if I buy the DLC through Epic, it might not necessarily install through the Steam download of Rocket League. So I've kind of avoided bothering, which is a bit of a shame, because I think there have been a couple of other little odds and sods that have cropped up that looked quite nice. But, you know, at the end of the day, you just go, I won't bother then. And the fact that if I'm right and you can't sort of cross the DLC streams, as it were, it means they lose money from my purchases, which I imagine is probably a drop in the ocean, comparatively speaking, since they've got all their other revenue streams, I suppose. But nonetheless, you could make it easier on a person by not being douchebags and, you know, holding it out on Steam, but still. Eesh! Well, I've got a little tiny tap of the back end on it, but not much else. Ugh. I have slightly got my eye back in just a touch. Still never going to be able to do a sort of perfect save, I don't think. Not that sort of last minute thing, but still. Given how much money Epic will have thrown at them, I can't say I blame them. No. I mean, certainly in terms of their sort of business plan, it's very beneficial. Just not so beneficial for people like me who will now miss out on most of their sort of new bits and pieces. I suppose I ought to be glad that I can still actually play the game in a general sense. Oh, can we defend that, please? I'm sort of in the air, so there wasn't a lot I was going to be able to do about that, but luckily the answer was very much yes. Yes, we can defend against that. Bollocks. Let's try and zoosh back to the goal. Nope. That's lucky that it went too high, because there was no way I would get the air needed to defend against that if it had dropped just that little tiny bit more. I had a feeling he was going to get there first, so I'm trying... cock. I was trying to sort of encourage it to go to the right, which is why I went for the... No. Oh! It would have been embarrassing had that gone in, but ultimately it was going in anyway. So if it had just tapped its way in, I'd have had to live with the fact that it was an own goal, but ultimately I tried. And I don't think there was much else I was going to be able to do. That's a bit of a shit shot, but then again, it keeps on its current trajectory. No, it didn't. It's quite amazing, really. They're willing to spend all the... Oh, Lord. Only just. We're still going to lose the match, I fear, unless... Well, I'm going to say unless I can pull out a miracle, because I don't have much faith in the other two. But you never know. They might have pulled out a miracle as well, but they didn't. Oh, I like the dragon wings. Oh, my God. I'd definitely rock those bad boys if I had them, but I don't think I do. They're willing to spend all that money paying people to not sell their games on Steam, and they still won't make the Epic Store anything approaching reasonable. In what way? In sort of the design or the prices, or what specifically makes it not reasonable? Because I must admit, in terms of sort of stuff on the store, it seems reasonable enough, and as far as I remember, you can sort of find it to a certain extent. The design of the store is awful, yeah. I mean, certainly it's not quite as up there as Steam, but I don't know. It seems to navigate suitably well, although they still haven't quite... Yeah, it doesn't have a basket. No, you're quite right. There are still, yeah... It is interesting that they haven't improved it over the years, because I think it's still roughly the state it was in years and years ago. And years ago, you could sort of forgive it for being brand new, but nowadays it is a bit sort of like, guys, do you want to maybe get to improving that store front? But I suppose, I don't know, there's a part of me wondering, certainly where they've got those sort of tickets and stuff, if you buy too many things in a sale, it trips fraud protection on your account and locks it. Wow. That's inconvenient. Well, I think I did that once with Steam as well, because I bought a couple of items, then thought, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll buy a couple more. But this was my bank's. This was my bank's one, rather than Steam's. It wasn't a Steam internal thing. It was my bank. Went, are you sure? Is this an actual legit purchase? And it's like, yes. I just did it twice. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trip the fraud detection. But in fairness, actually, it's kind of reassuring in a sense, because it means that if there is someone nefarious out there trying to steal my stuff, the bank is very much on top of it. So it does sort of... Yeah, you bastard! It was just too low, and it went in. Blast. Well, we'll just park over that boost and Not going to make any difference because you lose your boost when we restart the match, but nonetheless it is, yeah. Just needed a slightly fatter arse, which in fairness is never something I've said in the past. Most of the time I could really do with a slightly thinner arse, but on this occasion, if I'd had a slightly fatter arse, I would have been in a better situation. Yeah, there's a bit of a clusterfuck there. Hey, no, never mind. Don't you hey me, sir. Never mind. Did you, just clarify. A few minutes ago, a few moments or so, last game I think it was, did you not just state you were just starting to get your eye back in? Shut up you. Yeah! Clearly I've lost the ability to get my eye back in. Last game I was improving. This game I've gotten worse at defining where the ball is going to be, which is inconvenient. Oh, good lad. Eben Dynamo. Wasn't entirely sure what the word said for a moment. Not a difficult word to say, but I just wasn't sure precisely what it was he'd written it as. Oh, you bastard. Got in there first, didn't he? Little shit. Little shit. Little shit. You scored a goal. Little shit. Little shit. And you did it with a plum. Yeah. Never mind. Just spinning out of control. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh, good lad. Savage. And now the ballet of spins. Now see, that theme I recognise. That is the Joker's theme from the animated TV series The Batman, which was a rather enjoyable one, I found. The Joker's design wasn't necessarily the best of the Joker's designs ever, but it was serviceable and nice, and as I say, I think he may have had the best theme I've ever heard of a Joker theme, because it was super creepy and super awesome. That sort of What a save! Don't say that. That's douchey. Because that sounds sarcastic. Bam! Saw a clip from a streamer where she talks about her bank had phoned her in the middle of the night to inform her that her account had been hacked, but it's difficult concentrating on the ball and concentrating on the text. Because you never know. You never know when the ball will suddenly appear before you. No, and you may have to suddenly do stuff with the ball. That's not the greatest of clearances, but still. Certainly no Black Friday. That's the greatest of clearances. That her account had been hacked and someone had bought a load of weird sex toys from Japan, and she had to tell her that her account hadn't been hacked and she'd bought them. Nice. Absolutely wonderful. Yes, I imagine that is, luckily for me, I don't have to explain away most of my purchases, because most of my, whatever the bank calls, in fairness, I don't track my purchases that closely. I track the general gist of the account. I'm not that bad, but in terms of specific purchases at each specific moment in time, I don't necessarily think about. So when they say, what was the last purchase you did? It's like, I don't know. And then luckily for me, of course, because I'm the sad little shit who keeps buying too many video games, I can usually sort of go, Steam. It's probably Steam. Was it Steam? And they usually go, yes, it was. So that's one fortuitous thing. Just going to sort of take a bit of a goal hang here for a moment or two. No, I skipped into action there, but skipped a little bit too soon. Just do the ballet. Da 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 But I did like the Batman animated TV series, as I say. I found it one of the better animated series of Batman. Not better than the animated series of Batman, because Batman the animated series is possibly one of the greatest animations in history, frankly. But it was nonetheless a very pleasant series that I rather enjoyed, and I have it sort of owned on. I think it's through Sony. So I think I can act. Whoa, that was an interesting little manoeuvre we pulled there. But I think it's owned through Sony download series. The Batman. It was called The Batman. Whoa, there's overtime. Interesting. So not Batman the animated series. It's the animated series, The Batman. Confusing? Yes. But it was interesting because the first couple of series sort of worked on him. Oh, you cock. You utter cock. Yeah, the first couple of series they just worked on his cock. And then once they felt they'd established Batman's cock enough, they finally decided to go to fighting crime. And once they'd decided they'd fought enough crime, they introduced a lot of the other characters. But yeah, it was nice. It was very different designs to the norm. As I say, the Joker design was a bit Riddler, I think I quite enjoyed. I quite liked Riddler, although he was quite extreme. Not in his action sense. The design of the Riddler was quite extreme because I think he was very tall and thin and slightly peculiar. It's been a while since I've watched that one. No, talking about Batman, it could be a Batmobile. Could be a Tumbler. I mean, that is one of the nicer Batmobiles, in fairness. I think I might have watched some of it. I do to a certain extent recommend it because it's a very entertaining series, I found. Bronze Rainbow, the Rick and Morty. Shall we be the Rick and Morty for a bit? I don't know. No. Truth be told, I'm going to be Kit. I can't help myself. So I want to do one more match from the casual playlist and 5 more goals, really, but can't guarantee I'm going to do 5 more goals because I don't know how long we're going to play it for. Depending on whether I want to do anything other than just Rocket League, I've got about half hour or so. But yeah, it was enjoyable, and as I say, the first couple of seasons were sort of quite a bit darker, I think, with the sort of solo Batman. So I'm rather backed up. Oh, right, hang on. I didn't see the first sentence that kind of makes that one make a lot more sense. So I thought you would just randomly go in, yeah, I'm constipated now. It's like a complete non sequitur. Yeah, do you like the Batman series, do you? Yeah. I'm constipated. Wow, okay, fair enough. But no, okay. Yeah, I would say I'd watch it, but I've got like 20 more series to watch so I can play a game. Okay, there we go. What other series do you have that you're particularly wanting to watch? I'm curious because they may be ones that I would want to watch as well. Although at the moment I'm trying to blitz through the TV series Dexter because there is a new TV series of Dexter New Blood, and I kind of want to try and watch the entirety of the original series. Hey, cock. I want to try and watch the entirety of the original sort of series. Especially because, for some bizarre reason, I genuinely can't remember how this happened, but for some reason I ended up missing the 8th series. And the problem is, over the years, I've kept meaning to try and get back there and go, right, it's either 7 or 8, whichever the final season was. Oh, you little fucker. Well, he fucked us there, didn't he? Absolutely fucked us there. Unbelievable. It's a load of mecha shows, as I've got the new Super Robot Wars game. Ah, yes. I think I know the one you mean. I think so. But yeah, I'm curious. What mecha shows are there? Because I know there's Gundam. No, I think it's just Gundam Wing, isn't it? I know exactly what I mean. I just can't quite remember the fucking the fucking name of the thing. But yeah, I think I'm fairly certain it's just Gundam Wing, and then well, I suppose it's Gundam all sorts of things, isn't it? Well, that was a absolute shitter, wasn't it? Watch the second season of Record of Loot. Oh, hang on. Ah, yeah, fucker. I was too busy reading. I'm sorry. I couldn't defend against Mr. Jansen. I was too busy reading. Second season of Record of Lodos War. Intriguing. Most of these I have not heard of, which it doesn't surprise me in fairness, but because I'm assuming if it's mecha, are we talking full-fledged anime style stuff, or more sort of American-y style animations? Most of the time, a lot of the animations end up being anime style, don't they, really? Because there's not a huge volume. There's a good few, but there's not a huge volume of stuff outside of anime that really does much, I don't think. Although having said that, you know, to be honest, I don't find many of these things. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Really not enjoying playing Rocket League today, is it? Suggesting maybe something else is interfering with my bloody internet connection. Which would be quite frustrating, but there you go. Oh. Well, that was an unfortunate one, because that was someone else loading in the game. So it went all funky. And it didn't even go a little bit fresh. Oh. Hello. Opportunity, never mind. Opportunity, left. Opportunity, knocked on the door and then he ran away. 'Cause it was opportunity, knockdown ginger. Don't know why it was called Knockdown Ginger. I'm assuming there was a reason behind the name, but then again it was a stupid children's game that doesn't necessarily have to have a perfect reason behind the idea. Oh, we all went for a little boosty. All went for a little boosty fly. I mean, they're probably the most desirable things, really, aren't they? If you can get that flight mode, if you can go full flight mode and hit the ball really high up, it's so much more satisfying than any other shot out there, frankly. But it's devilishly difficult to get the timing just so. No. Take a shadowy flight into the world of a man who does not exist. What is it he doesn't do? He does not exist. I've got the entirety of Knight Rider on DVD. I should be watching as well. But as I say, I've now gotten slightly distracted with the Dexter project, which, as I say, is mostly because I've never seen the last series of the original run. Vote to concede? No, there's no point in voting to concede, mate. We might be able to come back anyway. 3 goals in a minute. It's not impossible. Not likely. Plus, it's 4 goals to actually win the match, I suppose. But nonetheless, it's not impossible. So I'm not gonna concede. Never give up. Never surrender. But yes, somehow I missed the original finale of this season, and then suddenly it's like, okay, Mobile Suit Gundam. Yes, that's the name of the fucker, isn't it? Considering the fact the whole premise of the entire show is exactly what the title says, how I'd forgotten the title, I do not. Ah, you bastard. Just can't quite be in the right place at the right time, which is inconvenient, to be honest. Going through Mobile Suit Gundam, which is the first Gundam series at the moment. Other series in the game include 4 S's, Quad S, Gridman, Code Geese. I don't know if it is pronounced geese or something else, but I just like the idea that it's a bunch of robots versus a bunch of flying geese. Squawk, honk honk, honk honk. Goddamn geese. I'm gonna have to fuck them up in our giant robots. Honk honk, honk honk. No, they've gone stealth mode. Oh god, we've really been trounced here, haven't we? And 6 other Gundam series. This game is more scaled back in terms of what was included. The reason these games have never been brought over to the West is because of licensing issues, I see. So is the Super Robot Wars, is that a sort of turn-based strategy type one? Where you sort of have the robots going around and then you tell them where to go, and then you get a little animated sequence of them firing all their weapons. Because that's sort of what I think it is. But I'm not 100% sure. Because it's a bit like the one I've got. But I might be wrong, in which case I might want to look into it a bit more. Because I did purchase one of similar nature to that a little while back. And I think end the match, game. End the match. We're not going to score 5 goals in your little hesitating one, are we? Fucking hell. I mean, I can understand why they would hesitate on the one if it's like 2-1. Gives you a fighting chance of coming back. But when it's 6-1, hesitating on leaving the one on screen feels just a little bit insulting, doesn't it? Really? It's like, fuck off, mate. Fuck off. We can't come back. I'm not going to surrender, but equally, don't take the piss. Oh, I like this. I like this track. And I especially do like... I appreciate the fact that they've got that beep, 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 beep of the start-up sequence of kit. Very nice. I must admit, all of the guest vehicles that I own, I am very pleased by. I can't remember if there's too many others. I think certainly there was... They did do Fast and the Furious, which I wasn't particularly interested in. But I think there was one recently. Ew! I'm not sure which vehicle ew was, but there was one. There was one I fancied recently, I think. But obviously, as specified before with the Steam Epic combo thing, it didn't seem practical to try and grab it. But I can't, for the life of me, remember what it was now. Might be. It's bound to be another sort of film, recognisable film car, perhaps. But I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't remember any that they did recently, apart from the Fast and the Furious. Nice. Record of Lodos War was a novel series written in Japan about a D&D campaign, interesting, that was written up in a magazine to advertise D&D. The books were then turned into an anime series, and a new game came out to bridge the gap between the new book that came out a couple of years ago and the old ones. I'm trying to get through the anime, so I'm up to date on the game. Nice. Very nice. That sounds quite entertaining. Just trying to get an extra cheeky bit of boost. And then, BAM! Never mind. So, rushed in. I think the internet died on its arse for a moment, so I got snapped back. And then I figured, why not embrace snapping back and just sort of stop it. Yeah, Super Robot Wars is a TBS, yeah, so I think it's the one I'm thinking of. I think it's the one I'm thinking about. As I say, I think it's devilishly similar to the one I recently purchased, which was Cock. Yeah, I recently got one called Cock, and it's an interesting little game. You move your little robot to a new location, and then you sort of choose which cock you wish to attack with, because these robots have sort of multi cocks, and depending on which weapon you choose as your cock attack, you get a lovely little cutscene that displays your giant robot mech sort of firing up its cock and cocking all over the place. Quite similar to Namco Capcom and Project Cross Zone. Ooh, might be better than I would necessarily think it is, because I did enjoy Project Cross Zone. Do you mind, sir? Do you mind? Although a lot of Project Cross Zone was me sort of geeking out at going, yay! I'm loving playing as these characters. They're the best. Because it's all sorts of characters together, and it's very entertaining. Especially, I think I particularly enjoyed the old being able to play as the Yakuza characters. Little bugger, little bugger, little bugger. And welcome, Mr. Gizgingi. Don't know why I had to say it strangely, but I did. Welcome to the stream. We're playing Rocket League on this, the Hodgepodge of Hilarity. How are you, Mr. Gengar, sir? How are you, and what are you up to? They are the crucial questions we always ask here. How are your doings, and what are your doings? Have you done anything interesting today? Are you doing anything interesting right now? I was trying to score a goal, which is why I had to do a little strain. Because sometimes You do have to do a little strain when scoring a goal. It's not great. My ball, please. My balls. My bones. I want this as my bones. That's a shame. Couldn't quite get the angle right. And then my own teammate decided to ram my back end. Oh yeah, my ball. I love this game as well. It's very, very entertaining. Spinning around, waiting for things to come my way. Sometimes it is easier to just sort of take a step back from the scrum and get a slightly better idea of where the ball is coming down from. That's not quite going to go in. Yes, it is. I take a shadowy flight into the world of a man who does not exist. What does he do? He does not exist. And the point of Super Robot Wars is for people to point at that robot and go, I know what that is. Like Rocket League when I played it, but unfortunately I seem to be terrible at it. Oh, I mean, absolutely. I mean, for me, there's an element of calculation, but only a tiny bit. Ah, you bastard. But as I say, sometimes it is easier just to stay back a little bit, assess the situation, and then try and take advantage of the situation as and when you can. That's not the right direction, sir. Okay. Mr. Fairy Mave. Mr. Fairy Mave. Entirely your fault. I'm going to blame you 100% in that one. And then me and bloody other fella decided that being separated was too much like hard work, so we just had to be together forever. Ha! Also, have only ever played it in a group with my friends. That probably did not help the matchmaking. No, because you'd get proper teams. Boop! Oh, can I? No, just a little bit too far away. But that's another satisfying one, if you can do the little side bump. Because, of course, it makes you look like a professional. Shit! Makes you look like a professional shit. Yes, it certainly does. But Mr. Jansen seems to be particularly good at this. He does seem to have all of the fancy manoeuvres. But yeah, one of the more satisfying things is if you just go up and then to the side. And actually manage to score a goal off of going up to the side. Oh! Lucky. Shouldn't really have stopped. I just sort of gave up, but it's fine. A little tap on the side. No. Mr. Jansen again. Mr. Jansen. I can't stop him. I was trying... I don't know precisely what I was trying, but the only way I was going to really be able to deflect the ball was perhaps getting in front of him, and I was hoping... The primary hope there was trying to stop him being able to re-angle the ball back at the goal, but unfortunately the ball was heading towards the goal anyway, so it didn't help. But there you go. I tried a little bit, maybe slightly. Apparently there's meant to be a lot of stuff where you're in the air and I'm like, hello, I'm on the ground doing car things. Yeah. I mean, if you can, you know, if you can do all the fancy sort of glides, that's very good, but I've centred it. Go on, Sharpie. Go on, Sharpie. No, Sharpie. Buddy, old bean, old thing, old pal. What you did wrong there was you knocked it towards the goal, you then went under it, and you saved it. Yeah? That's not sort of optimal. No. Well, I can't remember how many games we needed, but still. Yeah, people who fly through the air and they are devilishly difficult to dismiss. However, there is one strategy you can do to try and dislodge them, which is try and explode them early. It's the douchiest of the strategies, but it is nonetheless a strategy. You just try to bully them whenever they're on the ground. If you can just demolish them every time they're on the ground, they start getting pissed off. And I know people start getting pissed off when you bully them, because I've been on the receiving end of it as well. Someone was just constantly trying to demolish me, and it's like, fuck off, mate, you're not supposed to play it like that. And then I realised, actually, no, maybe you are supposed to play it like that. So sometimes targeting one of the better players and just, oh, he clipped me, but then he fucked it. He fucked it. He fucked the melon, and then he couldn't stop doing that. Ah, oh, you bastard. Well, I crippled my mate Hoto. Well, he fucked up my mate Hoto. He exploded beneath me. Eee! Oh, but this time, my mate Hoto, little bitch. Ah, I thought I was going to do something really fancy there, which was the ultimate reverse bash. Oh, yeah. Nope. Okay, that's it's struggling internet-wise again, which is slightly problematic. Or at least it felt like it was struggling internet-wise. Nope. Never mind. I was trying to sort of clip it back, but I didn't quite have the angle correct. There's one thing playing thousands of hours of Smite has taught me. Bollocks. It's taught you your bollocks. That sounded a lot more insulting than intended. Oh, was that my own teammate? Yes, it was. Purloin. You poloining pollock. Oh, it wasn't even Poline. It was the Chinese funky boy. Whoops, I didn't mean to push that. I don't know how you get... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was the Chinese Henk. Chinese Henk, sir. Don't put it in our own goal. Won a team for Oceania. The world... Tally-ho. Never mind. It's that you should always try to bully the other team. Nice. I'm reading multiple messages at once now. It's slightly awkward, but it's happening. Demolition tactics in Smite taught me how a viable way to play in the oceans. What an assist from bullying. Douche! No, never mind. Not enough douche, unfortunately. Not enough douche. What we kind of want is about there, which unfortunately I'm making a pig's arse of actually trying to get a hold of. Hey. Zwoosh. Not my best Zoosh, but it is technically getting on target. Stay on target. Unfortunately, I span out of control there, which is slightly problematic. Good lad. And bang goes my mate Hoto. Bang goes my mate Hoto. Kind of just stopped the ball in the flow. Here. Doom, 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 doom. I've got this covered. If that goes in, that would be spectacular. Nope. It would have been nice, though. It would have been very nice. Wrong car. It's true. Night Raider bollocks. I've got Night Raider bollocks. I've got a little light bar that runs across the length of my bollocks, and it goes whoosh 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 whoosh. Makes for quite something in the of an evening. An evening's passion is always made better with a whoosh whoosh. Oh fuck me! We're getting under each other's feet too much. This is the problem we're finding here. Although, what a save that would have been if I bumped him and he landed and saved that ball. Oh, that would have been the sexiest save I think I would have ever seen. Oh, fuck's sake. Yep. Blurg. Not going hugely well. Didn't have the wherewithal to sort of get back in forward. Beep. I'll let those two sort of duke it out for the ball, and I don't know. Sometimes it's better to stay out of the way, although someone's already left. The Chinese Henk, He's managed to sort of score a bunch of own goals. Ah, you bastard. And then fuck off, which is not great news. Not the best news around today. Not the best news at all. Oh, darn it. Need to get back. Need to get back. Oh, god damn it. I thought they were going to get another one. Which wouldn't necessarily have surprised me, but it would have been annoying. A little clip there, not exactly in the right direction, but that one will be slightly more. Oh, it's interesting. I'm not sure precisely who went boom, but we have just little tap, little tiny tap. They sort of just couldn't quite deny me that ball, which is nice. But yeah, I got a nice, decent-ish angle there, but still couldn't. I got the tiniest of little taps on the top of my roof. So at least now it's not a complete wipeout, which is slightly beneficial. Well, it might be a... Oh, go caveman, go caveman, go! Nice one. Well, it's amazing. Caveman, the AI, has just proven himself slightly better than Chinese Henkman. You just realised you didn't lurk, but now you're unlurking. Tap the balls. Always tap the balls. Tap them. Tap them all. Tap every ball you are offered. Do 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 do. Get that ball in. Tap the balls. Ooh, misses. Ooh, miss. Do 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 do. Hiya. Okay, there is a plan. It's not very good, but it'll do. I think I oversold it. Yeah. Ah, you bastard, Mr. Jansen. I thought maybe I could knock it off course, then get down. Oh well, Caveman scored again. Nice. Caveman is embarrassing us all. He is embarrassing us all. Because he's an AI. And yet he's scored more goals than either of the human players on our team. This is not good news. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, no, okay. Well, that's all gone horribly wrong there. But it's fine. It can be resolved. Get that ball away from here. Especially away from Mr. fucking Jansen. Mr. Jansen. What I might do is I might try changing cars. And getting away from Mr. Jansen is the crucial thing. Because Mr. Jansen is clearly a prick. And I didn't actually want that replay. It's weird not having select be the scoreboard in an online video game. But it's not. It is not the scoreboard in the online video game. Garage. Let's see. Who do we fancy? Do we fancy... What do we need? Oh, we've done all challenges. Super. Casual play. Okie dokes. That gets me 10k experience. 10-gallon gas tanks gets me a rewardy doodah. I probably should have said yes to the opening that. Not a bad border, but I quite like the border I've already got at the moment. I can't remember precisely. View challenges? No, I don't think that's got anything of any real pertinence to me at the moment. I don't... Yeah. View your rocket pass. Get premium? No, not really. I don't want to do that. It's fine. View challenges. Theoretically, there is a sort of open the shit. Is that what? Oh no, that might no. It's not really what I want either. That's fine. Let's figure out what car I want to be. Gonna try to snipe in on Jay's games. If you particularly fancy, go for it. Shall we be the? Let's just. Shall we be the Blue Wizard? It's always important to change it to the other car when dealing with the Blue Wizard. Could do the Friends Day special, but we're not in Friends Day at the moment, so Hot Rod special. Not a terrible one. Goldie. Put Goldie there, so that Goldie is there. Aggressio, Rick and Morty special, preset free, DeLorean Punk, Modern Batmobile. I do quite like the Modern Batmobile, but shall we... Oh, I'm just very indecisive right now. Let's be the Flash. Let us be the Flash. And now let's try an extra mode. Actually, no, do you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm not going to be the Flash. I'm going to be the Tumbler. Because then what we'll do is we'll do the extra modes with Rumblage. Whoops, was that Rumblage ranked? Oh, actually, in fairness, I don't think you can do Rumble not ranked. So, it's fine. We'll Rumble ranked, I think, anyway. I backed out of it, but it should still be slightly searching. There we go, we have joined a thingy. Would you like to join a thingy? Joining a thingy, that's right. If you've joined a thingy indeed. Who needs to flash when you can tumble? Indeed. But I like the tumbler just because I don't honestly know if it makes much difference, because I don't think it's much heavier as it is as such in terms of the actual mechanics of the gameplay. But it just feels more right to have, like, sort of way higher. That's fair. That is probably true. Oh, interesting. It has allowed you to do. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do.
Hello there.
Fuck me!
Ooh, that was a good one. Hello there. Fuck me. Fucking me, fucking you. Haha. Never mind. Magnets. Magnets, friends. All will be magnets. As is my policy for miniatures. All will be magnets. But there you go. It did actually allow you to do one more, which is interesting, because I'm fairly certain you'd already used your 2 for the day. So, oh, I know why. It's because it disconnected earlier, perhaps. God damn. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, on new phone. Maybe. I think it's more likely because the stream crashed earlier. So it's technically considered a second stream, which is why you would have a couple more attached to your capacity. But yeah. You can retire now. Retire happy, knowing that you have asked General Kenobi to fuck you. And I suppose the key question now is we're going to have to try and find out if he says yes. And you never know, if I ever get round to it, he might have to say no! Because I do sort of want to use that clip at some point in the not too distant future, but, you know. That's a very good shot from Mr. Toxic Clip there.
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. Damn straight. Never do tell me the odds. Weirdly, that's probably one of the proudest pieces of artwork I've ever done. And it's unfortunate. Can't use it for anything, because obviously it's copyrighted and basically just a sprite manipulation. But nonetheless, it is still sort of one of those ones where, I don't know, have to have captured all 3.
Fuck me!
Ah, you couldn't quite master it again. You couldn't bottle lightning twice. Or at least it didn't sound like it. I might be mistaken, but it did not sound like you'd bottled lightning twice. Zoom. Oh, Dazed Cummings. I don't think his name was Cummings. No, it's Cunnings. Cunningly dazed. I dazed them cunningly and then came on their face. No, don't do that. That's probably illegal in some fashion. I do like the bat logos on people's sort of symbols. I don't think that's something I have access to. That was on the PC, as were the 2 earlier, so yeah, that's the limit. Yeah, as I say, I think the reason why it refreshed is simply because the stream disconnected for a prolonged period earlier on. So I had to reconnect, which rejiggered and opened all of the limits open again. Vroom, 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 vroom. Trying to get that engine vrooming. Trying to get that engine vrooming. Trying to get that engine vrooming. Get it off with no propeller. I've suddenly gone into Red Hot Chili Peppers there. Dang it. I tried to give man a boot. Man didn't take a boot. Try and get back over here again. Gosh darn it. Dazed Cunnings again. It's not actually Cunnings, is it? It's Cunning 6. He's the 6th of his line. The 6th most cunning of the Dazeds. How cunning were the original 5? I like the fact that he's got... I don't know whether it's meant to be Harley Quinn or whether it's just a jester's hat that happens to have the Harley Quinn colours available to it. But I know they've had a fairly decent relationship with DC, so it might be official Harley Quinn-based doings, but nonetheless... You thought it was a smart idea to give this beast Infiniboost. It was not a smart idea to give this beast Infiniboost, because you, sir, paid the price, sir. And I will bully you to the day you die. I think I've just Infiniboosted myself, which is interesting. Oh no, this is the bully mode. Sorry, I got the wrong icon. I thought that was Infiniboost to someone else, but the fist, the solid fist, is bully mode, which basically means no matter what speed I'm going at, any car that touches me, well, any enemy car, I think. I don't think it includes my allies, but any car that touches me will explode on contact, which is quite fun in this thing, of course, because very much reminds you of the film where he's dum 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 dum. That's a shame. But Mr. Cunnings again. Oh no, I've been Infiniboosted, which makes it slightly awkward. Oh, give him a good swift booting. Give him the booting. Oh dang it! Oh no, my demolition. I thought it was me being demolished, not the other way around. I got confused. It was just such a huge explosion on the screen, and it was like, I don't know what's happening anymore. But either way, my magnet was terribly wasted. Nice, Mr. Cunnings again. Have you scored all of the goals, Mr. Cunnings? No, because I have scored a goal. Oh yeah, I scored the first goal, I think, didn't I? I think I can't remember. I don't remember scoring a goal. It's fine. It's only early onset dementia. It's not a problem. Oh, yes! Well, I suspect it's because we don't have Mr. Jansen fucking it up for us. Plunged! Yes, deep plunge. Would you like to be plunged? The ball enjoyed being plunged. Would you like to roll the die or use the secret plunge? Whoosh! Bam! Just up in the air. It's no good being up in the air. I can't use my wheels. Could have used my boost, but I didn't have any left, so... Always awkward. Teleportation, Sam. Go, Toxic Clippers! Yes, good lad, Toxic Clippers. And now I've got Infiniboost. Infiniboost is an interesting one, because it can be as helpful as it can be a hindrance. So, it's a little bit disconcerting when it starts, because you suddenly start boosting, and so you can get a bit sort of confused by that sudden speed boost, but fundamentally it can allow you to sort of get up to speed very, very rapidly, which can be quite useful. Yeah, no, you absolute bastard. Can't believe he managed to get a plunger on me. But he got a plunger on the ball. At the exact moment I was trying to spike the fucker. Go on, get boosted. Get boosted, get boosted. That was a good plunging, Mr. David Cummings. David is coming. Why is David coming today? He was scheduled for yesterday. Well, he said he couldn't make it, so there. Oh, that's the one! I think it was the Aston. Yeah, it was the James Bond Aston. That's the movie car I missed out on that I particularly wanted. Plus, I wouldn't necessarily have said no to some of these other Batman oriented things, but nonetheless, the vehicle that recently came through that I thought, do you know what, I would like that, was the Aston Martin from Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond. What's the Timmy? What's the Timmy times? Let's do... We'll do one more game, but we won't do Rumble, and we'll be a different car. I tell you what, I teased the Flash, didn't I? So let's be the Flash special. But let's be the Flash special in... Let's do a custom one. Hoops is fucking awkward, truth be told. And Drop Shot is confusing, to say the least. It's one of those modes where I just think I'm understanding, and then the game seems to not be what I've understood. And then I feel like I've understood, and then it turns out, no, I've not understood. And it's just a constant battle of, do I understand this? And the fundamental answer is no. No, I don't. Because I'm reasonably certain the premise is, you hit the ball, it turns into your colour. While it's your colour, it will knock tiles away from the enemy field. However, that doesn't always seem to be the case. So I clearly have some misunderstanding as to the basic core of what it actually does. Which is inconvenient. Oh yeah. It's the most inconvenient thing. Oh, do you know what I forgot? And it's not worth it now, but I forgot to change. I actually forgot to update the game to Rocket League, but never mind. As this is the final game, it's not worth sort of bothering, but it's an unfortunate thing that I should have thought of earlier on. But there you go. It's just one of those things. Snow day. There's snow business like show business. Fire on, fuck off. Nope, he didn't fuck off. He fucked on. And he did a very good job of fucking on. It's the wheels, look, he's got cheeky little snow wheels, that's the problem. Secret information time. The wheels make no difference. At least I don't think so. Bop. Is this the one? No. There was a course last week, of course, where it was the track was whining when I was doing sort of spin manoeuvres, which was very strange. It was doing a strange sort of, but that might have been the car rather than the track, I suppose, technically speaking. But nonetheless, so the primary reason this is the Flash special is it uses the Flash wheels and it uses the Speed Force as a fuck you, Firion. It uses the Speed Force to fuck Firin. Which seems like a terrible use of the Speed Force, because really you're supposed to be using it for heroic purposes, but do you know what? Sometimes these people just need a good fucking. Because they're quite irksome. Mr. Cheese. Sir, I like your car. No time to really admire it fully, but I do like it. But yeah, I use the Speed Force boost, of course, because it's all flash-based. Oh, Christ almighty. We're getting decimated, and that's not fair. I'd prefer it if I could see your underwear. It's the only rhyme. No, definitively it was not the only rhyme. El Chapo. Is he El Chapo or El Chipo? Oh no, it's not even El. It's Chapo? It's like... Oh, well, that was shit. That was very good by Firion. He's quite good, isn't he, Mr. Firion? Oh, and it's not helped by the fact that his allies are quite tasty at this as well. Nope, I just sort of dodged out the way. Which is not the most convenient thing to do. It would have been epic had it worked, which is basically the catchphrase of this game for me. If that had worked, it would have been epic. I suppose there's a thing there with the fact that Epic owned the game. If that had worked, it'd been epic. Ah, you bastard. Shungo! Shungo! How about Shun go home and give us a chance? Also, it's Shung 0, technically. Shung! That's the sound of the... Oh, forfeit already? Oh, alright, can't. Do you know what? I'll forfeit on this occasion, because we might fit in another game that might go a little bit better. Well, I think it requires all three of us, so it's not going to pass, that's fine. I'll just finish off this game. I'm not that fast. But I'm assuming whoever started that surrender is probably going to leave. Which arguably might prove better. Ugh, clipping of the wheels. It's me versus you in a good old-fashioned clip of the wheels. Brink, brink. And Mr. Cheese. It does look like everybody's on my team is sticking around, it would seem. because it was Mr. Cheese and Chapo. I reckon that was like a conversation in like a Spanish police station from a tourist. You imagine this bit in Spanish. You man or woman? And he just goes, Chapo, 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 hey, Chapo. You know, sometimes you think of a joke and you think it'd be worthwhile saying this, and then you say it and you immediately realise the mistake you made, which was it was a shit joke. God damn it! Are they going to score another fucking? Yep, absolutely trounced, absolutely trounced. Cannot seem to catch this puck at all. Maybe I should try and stick around and defend. That's sometimes a worthwhile stratagem if you are failing miserably at generally playing the game. Although, having said that, oh, you little El Patronus, El Prickus, more like. See, I told you. God damn it, Mr. Fiddens. We've got... Are they an actual team, out of interest? No. Or at least not obviously a team. Because sometimes if you're trounced this badly, they are an official team, and then it completely makes sense why you're being trounced so much. I think on this occasion we're just shit, which is fair. I can just about accept that. It's not optimal, but sometimes you just got to embrace the fact that sometimes you are shit. Yeah, no. It's because a puck does make it rather different. I realise that's obvious, but nonetheless, it's a statement of fact that the puck is quite different physics. Difficult to do the same sort of manoeuvres, although sometimes it's difficult to do the basic manoeuvres like jump at the right time, but still. Not for El Patronising Anus! No, for El Patronising Anus. He's doing bloody fine, isn't he? Bastard. I'll defend, but I don't think I've got a... Holy cow. There you go. You got to head off now? That's fair enough. I don't think we're going to pull this back, because we are absolutely fucked. You're just having breakfast. Blimey. I take it night shifts then. Because I was going to say, I'm fairly certain you're British. So... I'm surprised you're having breakfast, but night shifts, I suppose, makes a degree of sense. An unfortunate circumstance I can't imagine having to deal with. It would be horrendous. But there you go. Good luck with your night shift. And good luck surviving said night shift. And goodbye, Monsieur Chester Fanaerts. I don't know why this is in French now, but it is. Yay! We're not completely trounced. We're not completely trounced. Someone scored a goal. We're not completely trounced. We've finally got a little bit of pride. Who did it? Mr. Chapo. Yeah! Not the best of things, but something weird happened, so I will take it. Oh, yes! We've not been completely trounced. We've not been completely trounced. We've not been completely trounced. Pride now. A little bit of pride is back on the table. It was looking quite bad for a while, because it looked like all pride was completely removed. But no, we've got a little bit back. Got a little bit of pride back in our lives. We weren't 100% removed. I like the snow effect on the car there. But that does indicate that maybe they do a lot of snow day. Now, it may just be coincidence. Maybe they've just done it winter themed. But it does make you wonder if they've got a dedicated car for snow day. And that's the car with the snowflakes on it. And if they do have a dedicated car for snow day, that might explain why they are quite good at snow day. because they really did trounce us, but you know, it wasn't a complete whitewash, which I think it is beneficial for the psyche. Sometimes you just need that little bit of something to make you feel like you've not been a complete loser. It's crucial to your life. Oh, Jurassic World Evolution 2, now with more Dino DNA, which is interesting because I think it's a reference. It's a reference to both Jurassic Park and Yu-Gi-Oh, which is quite fun. Tyranno Hasselberry. I explained this before. Broke his leg, had a dinosaur bone put in it, and now he has Dino DNA. And it's fun and interesting. And now I'm just generally looking at some of the other sale items, which is I'm just intrigued by. The entire Prince of Persia franchise on offer, if people were interested. Jurassic World Evolution 2, how much is that? Oh, $49.99. $59.99 if you want the deluxe version. And what do I get if I do get the deluxe version? I get a Geostern Burger, an Attenborosaurus, a Pachyrhinosaurus. I'm going to say Patchy because it's possibly slightly better than the other pronunciation. A Huangosaurus. That's huge mangosauruses. Just dinosaurs that eat huge mangoes. And a Megalosaurus. What else do you get? 5 spectacular prisons, all new marine and flying reptiles, as well as 6 unique building signs. 3 exciting vehicle skins inspired by the Dinosaur Protection Group to use across your Ranger team, Capture team, and Mobile Vet unit. Teams in challenge and sandbox mode. So, I must admit, I'd possibly be intrigued to purchase that because I think I have access to Jurassic World Evolution, the first one, but I've never actually played it. So I'd possibly be tempted by Jurassic World Evolution 2. However,
Never tell me the odds.
It's very expensive. Very, very expensive at the moment. Which, in fairness, it's only just come out, so it's technically allowed to be expensive, I suppose. But it's still sort of, please don't be so expensive. Be nice if I won a code for it or something. Unlikely, but you know. It's one of those things where it would be quite nice. Or one of those things where it would be fun. But I can't guarantee this, and I can't guarantee that. Let's see. Oddly enough, there is someone here who is actually playing Jurassic World Evolution. I'm assuming probably 2. But, I cannot guarantee this fact. It's the new hot and shiny, so you would think so. But no, apparently it is the first one. Although at the moment it appears to be unboxing, so I don't know. We might not bother. I think, in fact, we might not bother at all, because there's nothing too mass. So, okay, that's intriguing. The title alone makes this worth at least investigating, but still. Oh, yep, no, that is... okay. That's unusual, to say the least. Absolute insanity. I suppose I could plop you in the absolute insanity. Price of the last one dropped after a month. I mean, I'll get it whatever happens, obviously. That's fair. That's fair. Might wait on JP2. It's getting mixed reviews. Well, it's bound to be one of those things where they've fucked it at the beginning and then they'll start slowly repairing the damage.
Fuck me!
If you buy me Jurassic Park Evolution 2, I will fuck you. There's a price tag for you. I've put an explicit price on fucking. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's have a look. See how many people were here. Possibly about 4, so 3.
Oh, man.
Fuck me!
I was quite the echoing fuck me. You two in cahoots. or just coincidence. I do not know. But I think we'll leave a raid. I've ummed and ahed, and I think it's not worth it. So we'll leave the raid. But if you are interested in an evening's entertainment in a gaming form, you do, of course, I believe, at 9 o'clock. I think, is it Dungeons on Wednesdays? Yes. Yes, it is. I think it's still Dungeons at the moment. But 9 o'clock Wednesday, you've got Mr. Malice Caliber playing Dungeons free, I believe. Certainly that was when they were last playing. But technically that's not true, because that was Little Nightmares, but still. Oh, this is...
Yeah, yeah, you're going to have to explain it to me, because I am a dumb, evidently.
I can't remember what that bloody game was called, but it was a very good game. I do own that game.
Is the actual dev in chat right now?
Oh, yeah. The actual developer of the game was in the chat at that point
what's
in
happened?
time. It was quite something. Which one was it?
Because I'm not going to lie, that's pretty fucking awesome.
Because I tell you, it confused the shit out of me when that happened. I'm
oh
not
my
gonna
god!
lie. I wondered if it was some kind of bot set up in the game when you have quick mode set up. But no, it was legitimately the developer of the game was in his stream.
Welcome, Javi Super, to the Mana stream. I've
been
playing your game.
Apparently he goes around and
hasn't been the game. Well, thank you very much.
checks in on the game being played on Twitch every now and again. It's Reventure. There we go. I found it. I do own that one. It was quite a good game. But yeah, it's one of those crazy moments where it's like, oh fuck, he straight up got the developer of the game popping in for a chat, which is quite something. I mean, it's an indie game, so you know, not so unreasonable, but it's nonetheless sort of it's still something I would put forth. And if you're not fancying dungeons, well, certainly not sort of dungeons with elves and stuff, you might enjoy dungeons with paints and stuff. You have, of course, at 9 o'clock, I believe, assuming you're doing it.
Bender in a
Am I
bun.
correct?
Oh, yeah. Bender in a bun.
I don't know if you should bend her in the buns. But arguably, if you were to try and get in her buns, you would have to bend her, I suspect. But, yes, there you go. Painting goodness. You can check out Mr. Carslinger's paint. Only if you bend her in a bun. If you manage to bend her in a bun, I will consider fucking you. Anyway, that is pretty much it. So I am going to say cheerio and end the stream. So here goes. Wish me luck. No, I just fluffed it, didn't I? Chilip. No, that's not the one. Hang on. Chiblet. No. I'll get it in a moment. Hang on. Cheerio.
That wasn't so bad.